On the live session. On the live session. Hello. Hi guys. Can you see me?
Hi,
Hi guys. Yeah. So welcome to Genius Timeout, and I'm here with Emmanuel.
the Genius Timeout time is here again. Another beautiful time. Another awesome time again for the geniuses. It's another time we get together to I'll call it our mini party and brainstorming. No brainstorming session. Just a time to chill out. Yeah, where market are.
Exactly. I'm absolutely sure we are definitely going to have another very, very exceptional experience this evening. Yeah. So today we are having a very, very amazing discussion. We are talking about yeah, we are talking about marketing strategy, and we're having some amazing guys come to share with us their ideas and insights on marketing strategy, and it's going to be genius. So over the past weeks, it has been fun. Different amazing individuals have come here to share with us their strategies, their ideas, their practical, their insights, and all.
Yep. So over the past few weeks, like Prosperity was saying, we've had lots and I mean a good number of great, phenomenal speakers that have come to grace the Genius Time Out with us. And if you're here and you're listening to me, I would like you, and if you've attended one of the sessions before, just tell me. I want to see the list of the speakers that you know that have been featured on this uh, show before. If you are here, let me just see in the chat. Let's see in the chat. So which
Yeah.
speakers have been featured here before? I can remember we've had Emmanuel Ape, we've had a lot of amazing guys. Last week we had Billionaire Dash. So which other guys have you guys which guys can you remember? Let's see that in the chat. So anyways, it's been a very amazing time. I mean every Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday, then we moved to Wednesday, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing, right? And tonight, this evening, I would say is going to be another powerful session. I think Prosperity, tell us something that is going to be unique about tonight's session.
Okay, so tonight we are going the extra mile actually. Tonight we are going the extra mile. We are going to that exceptional place where we'll be looking at very, very, very clearly how businesses thrive, how successful businesses maximize digital marketing to thrive, and like we'll be looking at so many successes, and we'll be hearing directly from experts. And the reason why I'm very excited is because the experts we are bringing today, they have results to show. They've done these things countless times and they've gained the experience. We are talking about brand marketing, we are talking about event marketing, we are talking about affiliate marketing. These are all very, very deep and topics that are very, very original. And tonight we are going to be discussing them. And I'm absolutely sure we'll definitely have a very, very, very great experience together. Awesome. So Kizito said Blessing Abeng. Yeah, that Blessing Abeng session was, oh my God, my mind was blown.
Yeah, I remember the modeling session. It was something else. I mean, talking about branding and just literally breaking down everything that we thought about branding was the wrong perceptions we had, and then now building another brand new perception of branding. That sounds interesting.
Exactly. And the funny thing is that whenever we are organizing the Genius Time, it's very, very fun to know. Even as hosts, we are always like we have expectations. But when we now leave the show, we end up going back to document and rewrite and get ourselves together. Many times I always have my books filled again and again. And it's just like a very, very, very great experience. And tonight we are going to be having it today. So if you are here, just tell us which of the Genius Timeouts have you ever attended before? What was that experience? How exactly did you feel? What did you learn? And yeah, also screenshot and go and share it in the community, share it in the group, Telegram group, Slack, put it there and tell anybody that if they are not here, they're absolutely missing out. We are going to be having a very fun session this evening, and oh my God, it's going to be absolutely great. Yeah. So also tell us your name, where you are joining us from. Tell us your name, where you are joining us from. Olade they said, Fortune now they nailed it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, he did. And the very great thing about these our speakers is that when they speak at this session, they are not too far or too difficult for you to reach. They are all accessible on their social media handles. We just bring them to expose you to the value they have. You can go and engage with them, learn more from them, and you get a whole lot of more insight and exposure from engaging with them. So guys, this is a treasure or a treasure idea, and there's deep value. There's always value here on the Genius Timeout. We are geniuses, we are coming to have a timeout, and a timeout like that has to be a timeout where knowledge and value is flying. Yeah. So and this evening we are definitely going to have a very great time together.
Yeah, let's talk about the speakers we are going to be having today. I mean, very, very incredible guys. I mean, for some of them, I'm sure some of them are. I can't wait to have some of the speakers. Like Okoye Chinelo, Esther Odemwingie. Man, I don't know. Prosperity, what do you have to say about tonight's session? Because for me, I know it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a long ride. I know. It's going to be a very, very long ride.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is. So Henry asked, he said you have actually been missing a lot. Yes, know that for every genius timeout you miss, it's as though like you missed out for like I don't know how to just I don't know how to say it, but somebody was asking last week that should be there's the replay there, and somebody also replied that replay is never like the live session. The way you get that value directly, and you're like, and you're like, yeah, and you're like, wow, like this is coming real from the well of knowledge. That's like another experience entirely. Do you understand? So, if you've missed out, don't worry, it's not too late. Every week, we are still going to be having more of this session, having more amazing people join us here. So, it's not too late. Yeah, Kizito said he had a very, very fun time with Uchi Wright. He had Uchi Wright join us. And yeah, Emmanuel said we should talk about the speakers we are having tonight. Yeah, so we are having three amazing speakers. Our third speaker today is going to be someone amazing, someone I've followed for a very long time, someone I've learned from, somebody is like a mentor to me. And he's the person that taught me the fact that content is king. Yeah, like he's exceptionally great with certain strategy. I've worked with him and I've volunteered with him. It's just been a very, very great experience with him. And it's Adam Maruf, AJ. I don't know if you know AJ. Yeah, so AJ is going to be joining us here tonight, and it's definitely going to be a very, 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 very great experience. Another amazing speaker we are going to be having here today is Esther Odemwingie. We are going to be having Esther Odemwingie join us here tonight, and I promise you is going to be great. And lastly, our final speaker is Emmanuel.
Which manual is that? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. So our
I think
final
we have
speaker.
2 minutes to our first speaker now.
What do you say?
I think we have just a few minutes to our first speaker coming up.
Exactly. In 2 minutes time, our first speaker will be joining us. Our first speaker will be joining us. Yeah. So yeah, while you are here, share the screenshot, put it out there, put the word, and share it with everyone that something is going to happen tonight. Our first speaker, you see, our first speaker for today, yeah, yeah, you guys are following in the spirit. You are following in the spirit. Our first speaker for today is Okoye Chinelo. Our first speaker today is Okoye Chinelo, and Okoye Chinelo is going to be joining us here very, very, very soon. And we are going to be discussing brand marketing. When it comes to marketing a brand, a personal brand, or even business brands, she's a pro at it and she understands the way it works. And tonight she's going to be sharing 7 amazing brand secrets. So she's going to be sharing with us 7 amazing tips for building and growing a brand like a pro, marketing a brand like a pro. Sure, we are digital marketers and all, but when it comes to making magic happen and like really putting out those brands there and putting the best impression for them. Tonight we are going to be learning directly from an expert who has done it and who will do it again. Oh my God. And who has done it and keeps doing it. And she's going to be sharing with us so many amazing insights. Emmanuel, how do you feel about this?
Well, I think I'm just in the mood of reception right now because Okoye Chinelo is somebody that I've always seen on LinkedIn, and I've actually had a privilege to speak with her one on one sometimes ago, and she's somebody that is definitely very value filled, a lot of value. She has a lot of value, especially when it comes to branding and even marketing. You know, I think every one of us here, if you know Okoye Chinelo, then you know what it means to dominate LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn. When it comes to LinkedIn, she's killing it, and then she also runs a branding agency, right? And we all see the stuff she does. I mean, I can't just wait to hear what the secrets would be like. I mean, definitely going to be amazing. Definitely going to be amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so while we wait, let's do what we do every day. Let's do what we do every time. And first and foremost, we are going to have a very short prayer together. Then after that, we are now going to have a very clear discussion on what marketing strategy is to us, like we always do. So let's pray together. Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for this chance. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for giving us the chance to do this again and again, and the opportunity to come here to learn and grow. Accept our thanks, Lord, in Jesus' name. Lord, we pray to you today that as we've come here to learn, we pray you grant us knowledge and exposure, that you teach us the way to go and the way to grow. And we pray through this session today, we find our word and we find our path. And we pray that you walk with us in truth. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Amen. Yeah. So the question is, what is marketing strategy to you? The question is,
Amen.
what? Yeah. Emmanuel, you were saying something.
I was saying amen, amen, amen to all.
Okay, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Who's here with me? Who's here with me? Who's here with me on this show? Oh, some people are telling us about Okoye Chinelo. Okay. Yeah. So who's here with me on this show? If you can see me. Okay, so she'll be here with us in a jiffy. We are having a compress my stomach. Okay, okay. Okay, let me add Emmanuel back to the stream. Emmanuel, so are you here with me now? No, I am.
Yep, I'm here. The network was trying to.
All right. I know, right? I know, right? I know, right? Yeah. So, if you like we always do, tell me where you are joining us from, your name, your state. Tell me that in the comment section, and also, what is marketing strategy to you? Let's have that discussion very briefly. What is marketing strategy to you? What is marketing strategy to you? what is marketing strategy to you? This is a very, very, very deep question, and it is a very, very alien subject. Actually, to be very honest, many people don't even look at
Why do you
marketing
say it's
strategy.
alien?
Why do you think alien? Yeah, actually, I will explain why. I was coming back. I was coming back from the office today, and I was heading somewhere. And I was thinking on my way that why do many brands in Nigeria, why do we think that they fail? And why is the major complaint out there that, oh, I'm not making sales, oh, I'm not making sales? And it seems like the only people who are making sales, people who know, who have money. Exactly, people who are making sales are people who have big offices in big places and all. They are the only one making sales. So I was now wondering that what exactly is going wrong. Then I now recognize, and I got to understand the fact that many Nigerian businesses, many African businesses wait for their products to be sold. They don't try to sell their products. That's, to be very honest. We just have our products with us. We don't even go the extra mile. We don't sell. We don't like and even if we try to sell, we focus on our friends and family.
Yeah.
That's just one thing I realized. So we try to sell.
I think I agree with you. I think I agree. We live in a world today where everybody is trying to solve the problem, trying to find solutions, realizing there's not so much effort is done. In fact, that is why because there are a lot of people that are putting effort into their marketing, but it's not yielding the results that they want, and it is because they don't have the knowledge of how to do marketing right. Honestly, prosperity. Over the past few weeks, I would say, yeah, I've been looking more in depthly at marketing strategies, all of those. My eyes have just been so broadened to many marketing strategies that can actually take a company from 0 to 1 million users in very short time span, right? But many people don't know this strategy. So I think the problem is not that they don't need to sell. They know they need to sell. But how do they sell and what are the best strategies to sell? Many guys don't know.
Exactly.
I think it's the problem of ignorance part. Don't say illiterate now. Obviously, it's not illiterate. So okay, let's say literacy of the right approach to the marketing. And that is why this conversation will be having very, very important.
Emmanuel, the sound is muffled. The sound is muffled.
Is it still muffled?
Come again.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. Wow. Are you saying I should come again from the beginning?
No, come again from the middle.
Okay, so I was saying that there are a lot of people that every person has a solution that they are working on, and here is sometimes that wow, everybody has a solution that they are but you know what? Majority of these solutions will never to the light of some of them will see the light of but they will die out very fast. They will not actually impact or the purpose that they could have achieved. And the problem has been this part of it is they are not marketing.
Emmanuel, it's still muffling. No, it's still muffling.
Wow.
As you are speaking, it's getting to in between. It's just stopping. Yeah.
I guess it's my network.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's go again.
No,
One more time.
I'm not going again.
All right.
So a lot of guys that have this solution, they don't know how to get this marketing right. There is a deficiency of knowledge. Right marketing. And that is why this solution
Exactly. So I think this, Emmanuel, can you hear me? All right, so Emmanuel will be back with us soon. So I was thinking that just like you were saying, it is not the person with the best products that actually wins. That's something I've discovered over time, and that's something I keep realizing again. It's not the person with the best product that actually wins, it's the person with the best marketing. No matter how you think about it, Coca-Cola didn't become a great product. Coca-Cola was never a great product on its own. It was the best at marketing. Why would somebody spend millions of naira on a Rolex when there are other watches that are more functional and are cheaper? It's the marketing. You get so many brands that we buy from and all, like it is just the marketing. So it is not about you having the best product in the world, it's about you knowing how to put the word of that best very good product you have out there to people who need it. And let me tell you something, the people who know how to do this the best are the ones who always wins. Nike spends billions on their marketing, Coca-Cola billions on marketing, Apple spends billions on marketing, and they are succeeding. Their product are expensive because of the marketing they are doing on it, and it's just so beautiful. However, that marketing can never be done without strategy. The fact is that so many people are carried away by most marketers. The reason why you can't drive the most value from marketing is because you are carried away by the functional part, the part where you have to do the hard work, where you have to spend time doing things that, oh, I'm a content writer, oh, I'm a this, oh, I'm a that. All of that is just majorly the hard work part. But immediately you're able to move yourself out of that lower chain to the higher chain, where you are the one doing the thinking, coming up with concepts and systems that are going to work and going to achieve growth for a business through marketing, just like making everything to work together. How you leverage the brand to work with the content, to work with the email, just to come together. That's when you now enter the role of a strategist. Then marketing now becomes seamless. It happens like strategy. There's nothing like strategy when you don't have a goal. So you have a goal, you have where you are going to, then you now build a strategy to arrive there with marketing. That's when you become a genius digital marketing, I tell you. That's when you become a genius digital marketer, I tell you. And that's where the beauty of marketing is. This is what gets you excited. This is what gets you running every day. And you are like, what you are working on, the things you are thinking about, you are implementing them, and because of you are implementing them, you are continuously in the process. And let me tell you one honest truth I've discovered: so many startups in Africa today, they are not there. The people that are there are the brands like Gala, are the brands like Glow, MTN. They are the brands. It's those guys that are going the extra mile, and they are the ones doing the badass marketing on their product. Bolt, InDrive, Uber. Look around you. You just walk on the road. You see how many of their ads and all that you see. Those guys are going extra mile with marketing strategy, and it's so much, it's so big, and it has so much potential as long as our hearts and our minds are open to it. And I tell you, this night we are going to be looking at so many fields in marketing. So basically, in digital marketing, there are so many fields. There's email marketing, content marketing. However, what we are talking about is how can you integrate all of these things together. And today we are going to be looking at how you can integrate brand marketing, how you can integrate event marketing, how you can integrate affiliate marketing into your digital marketing strategy. I tell you, if I give you a practical case study, there's a business that I once used to run, and I used to run it as a one-man person trying to build the business. I leverage brand marketing to build. Then after that, I leverage the affiliate marketing. Then I leverage event marketing. I build the brand and all. And the growth has been nothing short of fun, I tell you. And that is just the beauty of what marketing is. That's the beauty of what marketing is. And I tell you, we are going to be having a very great time tonight, I promise. Emmanuel, can you hear me? Emmanuel, are you here with me? Can you hear me, Emmanuel? All right. So we have our amazing guests. We have our amazing guests for today with us here, and we are definitely going to be having a very, very, very great time together. So Okoye Chinelo is she's here. She's here, and we are going to be talking about seven top tips for building and marketing brands like a pro. All the pros in the house, I'd like you to just leave a comment and drop some fire. And while she's coming up, give us your, from what we've discussed so far, what do you understand by marketing strategy, and what's the effect in building successful businesses? So Koye Chinelo is joining us upstage right now. So I want you to give a round of applause. I want you to give a round of applause. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Hi Chinelo, can you hear me? Okay. So I guess she'll be back. She'll be back with us very soon. That was just a quick disruption. Yeah. So basically, very soon we are going to be discussing how brand marketing works, and how you can build using a brand to market your product and all, and how you can integrate yourself even as a digital marketer personally, how you can build a personal brand for yourself, and how you can integrate a business brand, how you can bring a business brand together with your brand to build very, very amazing thing. Okoye Chinelo is an expert at this, and she's going to be showing us how it works tonight, and I'm very sure it's going to be a very, very, very great experience together. Yeah, so I still await your responses. What's marketing strategy to you? So far from all that we've discussed, what do you understand by marketing strategy, and how do you think that it works, and how do you think that marketing strategy works? Emmanuel, would you like to say a thing or two? Oh my God. Hey, Emmanuel keeps getting kicked out. All right. So yeah. So while we wait, I also say take a screenshot of this, share with your friends, tell them that we're about getting started with Okoye Chinelo. She'll be here with us in just a bit. So take a screenshot and share it on the group, share it with your friends, and tell them to join us as soon as they can. Tell them to join us here right now, and that magic is happening. That magic is happening here right now. Tell them that magic is happening here right now. Yeah, so Kizito said exactly. A marketing strategy is a strategic process of moving your target audience. We have to analyze a lot of things here, from the awareness stage to the point where they take action, like buying your product. So basically, marketing strategy is just like a structure that you put in place that's going to guide people who are interested in your product to eventually buying it. A marketing strategy is one that is going to help you reach them, help you take them through the process, and eventually convert them and get them buying whatever your product is, or get them to own your idea, whatever it might be. So one thing about marketing is that marketing is not only about products and services. I don't think you have emphasized on this enough in the past, but marketing is about products, marketing is about services, marketing is about ideas, marketing can be about anything. It can even be about a political candidate. Marketing is basically you just passing a conviction, you passing a narrative to another person and getting them to accept it, and getting them to move with it, getting them to be convinced on it and take a certain action. Yeah, so it's just so beautiful that, let's say for instance now, let me give you a very good example. You want to get your daddy to give you extra allowance. You want to get your dad to give you extra allowance. How do you make that happen? You first sit down and think, am I going to call him in the middle of the night when it's like, or is it like when my daddy just collects salary, that's when I'll call him? You get the process of ideating, the process of coming up with that system, that structure that you're going to apply so you to get the money from your dad. That's the strategy. That's the marketing strategy. The system that is going to take you from just where your dad is, to eventually being able to convince your dad and being able to collect that extra allowance from your dad. That's just like the perfect picture of what it is. And it's so much that when you're able to really understand this, you will understand that organizations, people, no matter who they are, everywhere all over the world, they pay more for the strategy than they pay for the action or implementation. They pay more for the strategy than they pay for the implementation, because that really makes you in charge of the game, and that helps you really do a lot of very, very
I think
amazing
I
things.
think I would say that they
I
will
would
pay
say
more
that they
for
will pay
both
more for both
the strategy and
the
the
strategy and the
implementation. If you can get a
implementation. If
good
you can
grasp
get
of
a
that,
good grasp of that,
that would be super
that would be
cool.
super cool.
Exactly, exactly. The truth is, the way I think about it is that they will pay more for the strategy. However, the implementation is going to pay you more. That is, you as the strategist, because strategy without execution is just a empty plan that doesn't make
Definitely,
any sense
I
really.
agree with that.
And you won't even be able to show another person when you show them and say, I built a strategy for a company, and they're like, oh, what was the result of the strategy? And you don't
What's
have
the
anything
result?
to show.
Exactly.
Exactly. So it's
Marketing
the
is not
strategy.
complete until you can see the measurable results. Like, okay, this is what I tracked. This is
Exactly.
what I was able to deliver.
Exactly. So they pay more for the strategy. However, you are the one who the implementation pays more. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's
I think
it's
I would
just
say
it's just
the entire process. I would say the entire process of getting a product to the customer that desires
Customer
and
that
needs
desires and
is marketing strategy. So everything that goes into making a product that is valuable and that is also desirable to the customer and actually delivering it. That I think everything that goes into that is a marketing strategy. From the lead generation to the promotions to everything, the branding, everything. Okay, yeah. I think that would be a very important question to ask Okoye Chinelo when she comes up. Uh, For me, I believe that branding is a subset of marketing. But then that's a food for thought. Okay, is it a food for thought or just my own my own thoughts? And I would love to hear what she will say about that when she comes up.
when she comes up.
Yeah. So I think she's having difficulties joining. I just got a message from her now. So but we hope we'll be able to have her with us. We hope we'll be able to have her with us. So marketing strategy, Sharon John said marketing strategy is a structure established. I love these guys. Is a structure established to help reach your target audience, to know, like, and trust your brand enough to take a profitable customer action. So I would
Wow,
say
this is impressive. Very, very
like
impressive.
I say many a times we businesses or marketers, we like to focus more on the effect rather than the cause, and I will explain. We like to focus on the results that come rather than the work, like what makes the results come, what exactly caused that result. So people don't just buy by chance. They don't just take action by chance. However, before they can take that action, they have to know you, they have to like you, and they have to trust you. That's why I usually say that two currencies of successful business, two currencies when it comes to marketing is attention and trust. These two things are very, very key. Attention is where you get them to know you, but trust is now when you now get them to like you and now eventually trust you. And until a customer trusts you, they will never buy from you. Especially when it comes to digital marketing, when the world is online, people are scared of getting scammed. Like so many things. So there are so many problems that come with being digital. So many psychology that has to be broken and all. And basically, you have to break the whole barrier of trust. So how do you do that with a marketing strategy? How do you put everything in place with a marketing strategy to take your customers from a place of just knowing you to eventually trusting you, and that would in turn lead to them taking a profitable action, which will become the effect. Emmanuel, so I don't know if you have something to say about this. Hey, chai. All right. So this is amazing. Awesome one from you, Sharon. Oladeyinde Olawale said, marketing strategy is moving your audience from the think phase. I think I love this. I love this so much. Moving your audience from the think phase, the phase where your audience are still deciding to buy your product, to the do phase where they purchase or consume your product. So, but to be very honest, a marketing strategy has a very, very, very big, it is broken into many phases, just like Oladeyinde said. Marketing strategy moves people from the place where they don't even know you to awareness, so eventually them taking action. However, it doesn't end there. It goes to the point of them using your product, you getting feedback from the results they've gotten from your product, and you now using that result again to do some more marketing, like keeping the customers going in the circle. Yeah, so keeping your customers going in the circle, and like that's just the amazing thing about a marketing strategy. So it's like a full overview of taking customers from face to face to face to face, and building this way where a business has returning customers, and like you are being effectively able to acquire new customer, take them through the process, help them gain from your product, then retain them. Like that is the perfect marketing strategy. So they know you, they like you, they trust you, but what will make them trust you on? All of this is a part of marketing strategy, and it's so exceptional. And there's a whole lot to be discussing tonight. So Sharon John also says structure is one major lifeline of every business, and marketing strategy is the structure. I used to say that when it comes to life, what allows any success you see outside is definitely a strong foundation you did not see. That's why I like saying that for every success you see, there's a very strong foundation you did not see, and that foundation is usually a structure. Is when it comes to business, it's basically the structure, and when it comes to marketing, what makes the marketing work is the structure. That's the strategy that's been built, and it's what makes all the part of the process seamless. You're not just doing it mindlessly, but you are doing it with intentionality. So you cannot do proper marketing without a strategy. For effective marketing, you need a strategy. So guys, tell me, have you ever worked in a business before? Have you ever worked with an organization? So have you ever worked with an organization before? Have you ever worked with a business before? What exactly did that business have a strategy, and what was the outcome of that? I want you to tell me. Have you ever worked with a business before, with an organization, and what was the outcome? Did they have a marketing strategy in place? Did they have a plan in place? What is that thing you've worked on? If in fact in your personal brand, do you have a strategy? Remember when Fortune Nnamdi was here last week. He said, you cannot say you want to grow online and you don't have a plan. Who does that? You need to do it with a plan. A plan basically is a strategy. So when it comes to marketing, do you have a strategy? Have you worked with a business before? Did they have a strategy? And what was the result? You know how I know businesses with strategies, they always have a goal. I think that's the very first thing you should consider is the goal. They always have the goal. They have where they are going to, and that's what the strategy is built upon. You cannot have a strategy without a goal, without having where you are going to. So the businesses either tell you that I want 50,000 users, I want 10,000 users, I want 50 million naira sale, I want 15 million naira sale. But the truth is, so many businesses today are vague. They don't know the answer. They don't want to have that answer. That's just the truth. They don't have that goal, and because of that, they just kind of so. But the truth is, it starts from the place of having a goal. Every businesses I see that I build marketing strategy for is first and foremost the goal. And when there's the goal, then we now have another thing called the objectives. What are the things that matters most? They have a goal, but what are those things when it comes to marketing? Are they looking for retention? What exactly is the objective? There's a goal. We want 10,000 users, but what is the major objective? Is it that you want these 10,000 users so that they are just going to be there, or you want them so that 10 of them are going to buy your product, or you want 10,000 users so that they are going to follow your social media handles? You get? So basically, we ask for the goal, and then there's the objective. Then there's a timeline too. There's no goal without a timeline. You cannot just say, I have a goal. My goal in life is to have 100,000 followers. Your goal in life. Why? Goals always have a timeline. They always have a timeline. There's always a timeline. And when there's a timeline, it becomes very, very easy, and these things integrate together. These things work together seamlessly. They are just there hand in hand. They work hand in hand. Then after you've gotten a goal, you've gotten the objective very clearly, you've gotten the timeline. The next thing you should now look into is a clear understanding of what the business is doing. I call it industry analysis, like market analysis. This is where you need a very clear understanding of what the business is about, one way or the other. Every part of the business, you have to understand it. You understand every side, everything about it. You do analysis. If you're a digital marketer, I'm just taking you through my thought process, the way I work as a digital marketing strategy with organization. I understand the goal, I understand the objective, I understand the timeline. Then next thing I do is I get a full understanding. Like, I make sure that I understand everything. Thank you very much, Sharon. Sharon said the goal is the focus. However, the objective is the purpose. It's the reason why they want the goal. It's the reason why they want to go, which is so perfect. So when I try to understand every part, I understand every part. I understand every part of the business, the way the business owner thinks, like what the business owner wants, the mission, the vision, everything. I seek understanding. Then I understand the business. I understand the after I understand the business, I make sure I understand the competitors. What are people doing the same thing I want to do? What are people doing it the same way I like to do it? Then all of these things just really come together. Emmanuel, are you here with me now?
Yes, I'm here now.
We have to pray, bro. We have to pray against this evil spirit called network. We have to pray. What do you say?
Chinelo is having network issues.
Exactly. The StreamYard is kicking her out. That's the challenge we're having.
Same here.
Go help us. What do you say?
I guess I also
Yeah. So wait, did you mute your mic already? Don't tell me the enemies have come that early.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. So I was talking about the process of a marketing. I was talking about the process of a marketing strategy, and I went from the place of a goal to the place of a timeline to the place of the objective, then also to the place of, I'm not talking about the place of analysis. And I'm thinking, why is analysis important? And I'd like you to share some light on that.
Analysis in what sense?
Like, when you are working with a business, why is it important for you to understand the business, to be able to analyze the competitor, the industry, and all of those things specifically before you cannot even go ahead to building a strategy for them?
I think you need to understand. I don't know if it sounds foolish to start drafting a marketing strategy or even take any action in marketing without understanding what the business does, what's the business goal, what solution are they offering, how do they want to present their message, what are they going to be communicating, their messaging, all of those things. So it's actually very important, because definitely for a man to go to war, he has to be very prepared now. The least prepared
Exactly. You can't build anything without sufficient knowledge. You can't build anything without sufficient knowledge. So, like, just like you said, it doesn't, you can't say you are building without understanding. So I think the first major point is understand the problem you are trying to solve yourself. Aside you knowing the goal, the reason you are knowing the goal, you are knowing the objectives, you are knowing the timeline and all, but you really have to understand. Like, I take time to do each of these things and analyze the business itself. What are the current problems of the business? What have they done in the past? I go as far as looking at what have Oh my God. All right. So I go as far as looking at what have they done in the past. So guys, I'm sorry, I'll have to off my cam for a while, but I'm going to be with you here. Yeah. So I try to understand what have they done in the past, and I now even understand what are they doing now that is failing, and what are they doing now that is working. Like marketing is about measurement, it's about crazy measurement, like looking at what you've done before and doing it again better and better and better and better and better again. So I look at what have they done before, what are they doing now. Then I put it together with where exactly are people like them doing. What are their competitors doing? People that they are looking up to. I look at successful businesses that are in that same industry that are better than them. I look at what is the problem of the industry they are playing in. Are they in the health sector? Are they in the food sector? Are they in the fashion sector? What are those things that are trending there? I take a very good understanding of the industry. Then finally, I now even go ahead to understand what the market is like. Who are the people we are trying to sell to? What's the target audience? Where are they located? How do they feel? Where do they engage? So properly, with full understanding of this, it becomes easy for you to now connect the dots together and build a strategy that works, honestly. And that's really how marketing strategy comes together. And it's not difficult, to be very honest. It's not difficult. All you just need is taking your time, opening your heart. You need the value of patience and observation, and you have to be ready to research and learn. Research as deep as possible, find answers as much as possible, and you just bring those things together. All of your findings, when you bring it together, you'll be able to analyze, you'll be able to find out, oh, this is what is going wrong, this is what can be done better. Oh, this is where, in fact, the beautiful thing is, from the competitors you find the strategy. That's the beautiful thing. From the competitors, the strategy is just there. Like, you see what they have done that you have not done. You see what they have done that they are not doing well, and how you can do it better. Then you just put it together and it makes more sense. So I just want to take it for instance. You as a personal brand online, have you ever taken your time to look around? What are those people that are successful in this showing up online? What is making them succeed? The person that is having 500k followers, the person that is having 50k, 60k, what is the person doing exactly? And how can I do the same thing too? Have you ever taken your time to analyze that? It's just so easy, and it's just by being intentional that you find a lot of answers when it comes to marketing. It's just totally intentionality. So you take a very, very good look at what competitors have done, and the competitors become the ones that give you the strategy. And you now go the extra mile to look at, oh, when it comes to marketing, that's why you also need a very good understanding of marketing, which you believe that over the past 6 weeks you built them properly. You built a proper understanding of what marketing is. You need a very good look at all of these things, from branding to event marketing to social media marketing to advertising. You bring all of these things together, then you see, how can I make them work together to actually arrive at this goal I have seen. Emmanuel, you wanted to say something?
Okay. I like the way you are itemizing the things that we need to consider when drafting a marketing strategy. And I just wanted to add a few things to it. So you already talked about the fact that you need to understand, as a marketer approaching a company, you want to draft a marketing strategy for them, for probably a product they are launching or whatever. You need to understand what the company is, what they are doing, and specifically what problem are they solving, and the solution they are offering. Honestly, I like to distinguish between these two things, because they're actually very, very different. Because you would usually find out that for the company itself, or for the guys that are offering that product, right, they have the ideology of what problem they are solving, that they think the customers are facing. But then most times when you now get to the customer side and see what solution that they're actually offering to that customer, many times it's different. So sometimes a community might say, okay, I'm giving you a chance to earn, to join, to earn money or whatever, and then for the community, for the audience, they might just see that it's just they're actually learning, just learning from it. So let me give a very practical example of this point, and I don't even want to spend much time on it. Say for instance, let's use a company that helps people invest in forex. The solution they might think they are offering is we are helping people invest in forex, right? But for me, I might approach that problem, that platform, and what I'll just be doing there is learning from that, from the just learning what the forex market looks like, seeing what the trends are, and all of those things. I might not actually be investing. So it's very important to understand what problem are you solving versus what solution, what's the customer's perception of that problem you're solving, and where is it actually meeting them? What solution is it providing for them? Then we also talk about understanding what they've done in the past. So I think that's another very important thing you must do. So you must know what are the marketing strategies they've worked on before. Are there ads they've done? What are the efforts they put into that product, right, to get it to the customer? Try to analyze what has been the success rate, what has failed, what are the lessons they've learned from those things, and all of those things. Then I think another very important point is also the target audience that you mentioned. You really need to understand who is this product for? Who are you targeting? Who needs it? Who can afford it? Those are two questions you have to answer. And I don't know, Prosperity, I think you should share more light on this because I'm sure both of us you found out that this is actually very, very true. That by just getting and narrowing down the right people for a particular product, you could have done 90% of every marketing task you need to ever do.
Exactly. I think many businesses have the misconception of who their target audience is. They have a wrong perspective of who they are trying to sell to. That's just so funny to know, but that's the truth. Many people are trying to sell the products they have, a very good product, to the wrong people, the people that don't need it, and some of them they are selling to people who need it, but people who cannot afford it, people who need it. And no, if you are trying to analyze your target audience, I would say analyze your ideal client. Analyze the person who needs your product, who can buy it, and who is still even going to give you a good word on it when they've gotten it. That's when you'll be able to really analyze your target audience. So the biggest mistake so many businesses make is not knowing who the target audience is, not knowing who you are preparing, what you are preparing for. Marketing, the way I see marketing is you market to the audience of one. You don't market to everybody. If you are able to understand that marketing to one person, and this one person is the person that needs my product, this one person is the person that when he sees is satisfied with my product, the person is like, the minute you get that one person and you're able to present to that one person, every single person that is like that one person, you automatically resonate with them, and boom, all of the hard work is really solved. Honestly, immediately you get who the audience is, the whole of the marketing, like you've solved the puzzle, like really you solved the puzzle, and everything begins to work very, very, very seamlessly going forward. So I think that's even the very biggest, and I think that's the hardest part, because many businesses are, I call that place the peak of inflated expectations. Many businesses are caught in that vague mode, in that fog of I can sell to everybody, or they are caught in that place of not knowing who exactly they are selling to, or being over, how will I say it, they are committed and passionate about some people that they cannot sell to. For instance, you honestly, that's the mistake many businesses make. But if you are going to work with a business, the very first thing you should be able to do is really break down that thing and get who the target audience is. The target audience, the ideal client that can pay for the product and can afford it. Exactly.
I think another thing that we should also note when the bias that needs to be broken. Because the thing I've come to understand is that every solution has a certain bias that needs to be broken for it to actually get that mass success. There is that construct in people's mind against certain products that if you are going to do well selling that product and getting into the market, and not just a few markets but the many people to get that product, you need to you need to align your marketing strategy in a way that you break those biases in people's minds.
Hmm. Exactly. There's always the wrong. There's always that psychology. I think we used to discuss about this thing that marketing is so much less. It's so much less of every other thing and more of psychology. It's all of about. It's a game of the mind. It's a game of the mind, and after the mind, it's also a game of the brain. So one thing you should really understand is that there is always a psychology problem you're solving. It's like, and I advise anybody who's into marketing to be very, very interested in psychology. Study it, take courses on it. Just understand how do people think. How do people think? How can you take people out of one certain thought process into another? Become a
I
master
think
of
I
the
think it's
mind.
a called consumorology. So
What
when
do you
you
call
understand
that?
consumers their ideology, the way they think, their psychology.
Wow, wow, that's very Emmanuel. I think you should write. What do you call it? Cosmo what?
Wait, consumorology.
All right, I'll research on that. I'll research on that. But really, it's I think it's very, very important that we as digital marketers become very, very intentional with what psychology is. And if we're able to understand that, we begin to come up with great concepts, come up with great ideas that we'll be able to use to break that misconception that is mostly in people's mind. Because every industry has their own misconception when it comes to real estate, when it comes to training, and the only successful business are the people who are able to overshadow misconceptions with a strong brand. Emmanuel, I think that's one thing I even just noticed now. The people who are able to overcome psychology in people, they overcome it with the power of a brand. They actually do overcome it with the power of a brand. So they take people away from that their wrong thoughts to eventually loving their brand so much. They are able to look that those people are able to look over any misconception. They're able to overlook it and just buy a product because it's coming from someone. That's what Apple has done to us. Even if the product is bad, even if the product is not cool. Hey, our other guest is having a time to. Wait, what we do like this? Emmanuel, are you here?
Yeah, I quickly did a check on what I said now. It's actually consumerology, not not consumorology. So
What do you call it?
consumerology.
Consumerology. All right. I think you should write that. You should write that out to me. So because my brain is doing something like this. I can't even put my hand around spelling that. Yeah. Emmanuel, but I was saying something that I think this thing of breaking misconceptions or this wrong notions, or not even wrong notion because we can't call it wrong, but the thoughts people have towards a certain industry that is always in every industry, that is always with every product. I think the only way I've realized I can be overcome is by overcoming it with a brand. You overcome a notion with it. You don't make that thing disappear. That thing doesn't go. But people now overlook that because of the love they have for your brand. So it's branding that overcomes those notions. And it's just so beautiful that there are countless brands that have already successfully done this. For instance, Coca-Cola, many people still don't understand. They are selling sugar water and people are going every extent for their sugar water. Do you get? It's not because of anything, because of the brand they built. Nike, there's nothing special about it. It is the brand that is making people overlook every other wrong notion that might be in that industry. When it comes to Rolex wristwatch, when the Rolex industry, oh my God, Emmanuel got kicked out again. This guy, he really needs to be prayed for. When we look at the wristwatch industry, back in the days when wristwatch started, when Rolex started, there was a very, very big problem in the market where everybody were confused, where everybody loved pocket watches rather than wristwatches. You know, the old pocket watches, and they're like, a wristwatch is too small that it cannot perform the function of what a watch should be doing. However, what Rolex did was focus on advertising. They focused on effective marketing. They did things like positioning the wristwatch with high achievers, doing sponsoring events, just relating their brand with successful people, with rich people, with people who have the capacity to pay for their products, and in no time people started coming in, people started loving the brand, and they were overlooking every of those misconceptions to now loving the brand and now buying from the brand. And it goes on and on and on. There are just countless brands out there. There are countless brands out there that we love, we celebrate. The reason we love them is because of the brand and not the product and not the industry. I still see, I can still almost say, and which everybody will argue with me, I can still almost say that there's no difference between Apple and iPhone. There's some there's no difference between Android and iPhone. There are some Android phones that have capacity to do crazy stuff that iPhone cannot do. I don't use iPhone anyways, but that's just the truth. But people love Apple. This iPhone that is all over the place, basically because of the brand they built. Basically because of the brand they built. If it's that Android was a brand on its own, you get, but I don't even think there's anything like an Android brand. So but basically that's just the beauty when it comes to breaking positions. All it takes is being intentional about marketing and going out to put a strategy in place to build a massive brand that will now overcome every single side kind of barrier that might be out there. Emmanuel, are you here now? Or network have carried you away again?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Very, very important message. Another thing we should also understand when drafting the marketing is the channels available to you. After you've understood what the target audience is, the barriers that needs to be broken, I think another thing is to now identify what channels will you be exploring to reach these guys, and it will usually be defined by where these people are already, where your consumers are, or where your customers are.
Yeah, just like so now we've looked at we are taking a process. We are looking at marketing strategy as a whole. First of all, we looked at having a goal. Then we look at understanding the objective behind the goal. Then we looked at understanding the business. We looked at understanding the business. Okay, also knowing the timeline. Then we now looked at understanding, getting a proper knowledge, or the proper knowledge of the business, proper knowledge of the audience, proper knowledge of the industry, proper knowledge of the competitors. Then when you've now done that, the next thing you need to do is to be able to draw out the channels. What are the channels? However, you see, it's a process that must be followed. You can't know the channels if you don't know the audience, because it's where the audience is that really determines what the oh my god, sorry, 1 second.
So where the channels are, where the consumers are or the customers are for your particular product is what will determine what channels you'll be exploring. You might be surprised that doing SEO or Google ads or even blogging might be more effective for you to reach your consumers than say a YouTube ad. Right, so you really need to understand your consumer, understand where they are, where you reach them, right, and attention and make your communication.
Exactly. Like some things would include, like, when my target audience is facing a problem, where do they go to for answers? You get some people when they are some people now when they are looking for certain solutions to problem, they don't go to social media to go and check, or like if you are hungry now, you can say, okay, I'll go to social media to go and check. But there are some things that if you are facing, you don't go to social media to go and check, you go to Google to go and check. There are some things that if you are facing, you don't even go to Google to go and check, you go and ask your family member. You see, all of these things are really things that determines what kind of marketing strategy we put in place and what channel you are going to be using. It's really what's going to determine what kind of marketing channel you are going to be using. Because if this person that you are solving this problem for is not going to be coming online, is not going to be coming online to come and check for this problem, and it's going to their family member, the channel you are going to be maximizing might be different. You might not necessarily need to be following the route of, okay, let me try to present to this class. You'll be looking at, let me try to present to the people this person can go and ask the question from. So it's very, very fundamental that you understand who your target audience is, because it really determines how everything will flow. Like, and immediately you get the target audience right, you solved 90% of the puzzle. It's like that 20% that leads to the 80% result. Really, it's getting the target audience right. Getting the target audience right. And I think, Emmanuel, you agree with me. Remember when we were discussing business models? Emmanuel, are you here? She could see low. Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. So I was saying, remember when we were discussing what a business model is, and we're like, for every successful business, you need to know the value proposition, you need to know the customer segment before you now even look at every other thing.
Exactly. Just like wrapping out the business model about the different segments to close.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's always on these two things, what you are doing and who you are selling to. That's what determines every other part. So the operations, so it's like this. I used to break business down into three things. I break it down into the product, into the market, and also into the operations. So the operations doesn't determine the market, or the operation doesn't determine the product. However, it is the product, the market determines the product, and also determines every other thing. It's always very, very key. It's always knowing the market, right? Know your market. When you know who you are selling to, you've already solved the puzzle. So I think we should do something right now, so that we'll be able to go a step further. Because it seems like Okoye Chinelo will not be able to join us tonight again. She came up here, she joins us on the show, but then there's nothing we can do anymore. She has been trying and be sending me messages, but we've not been able to. But I do hope we're having a very, very great experience, and I hope you are taking notes of these things as we are discussing them. And I think I love this discussion. So if we are looking at channels, Emmanuel, are you here? Let me know if you are close.
Sure, I'm here.
Okay. So if we are looking at channels, what are some key channels that we should know when it comes to marketing? I think I will start from saying I like to break them down into three phases: the social media, the web, and lastly the email. I'm trying to think of every other channel. There's still so much more.
You have forgotten the physical.
What do you say?
You have forgotten traditional marketing.
Exactly. Traditional marketing is also a thing, and in fact, there's even also the place of affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing.
It's a very, 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 very powerful way to reach your target audience. And remember, affiliate marketing is going to be the one that would even work when your target audience is not going to ask questions, when they are not going to social media to ask questions, but they are going to people to ask questions. Then positioning for affiliate marketing has already set you up for success, because the people they are going to ask are going to tell them, because they are going to get a profit from it. It's really so beautiful. So I think aside that, what do you say?
I love what I see. Sharon John channels are the pathways to your target audience, while your target audience. I think that makes sense.
That's a very, very, very great analysis of this. It's just like the path through which you walk to arrive at your target audience. The goal is the target audience, but how exactly do you reach them? This is more like, I think this is more like that vehicle, which is like the customer relation. Emmanuel, do you remember? It's like the customer relationship. Remember, that's just like the car that connects them together, through which you're able to reach your target, through which you're able to reach your target audience. This is going so beautiful. This is going so beautiful. So basically, there are so many channels. There are so many channels, and they cannot be exhausted. I tell you, there are so many. There are so many channels. There are so many
I
channels.
got our audience to drop some channels they know about,
Exactly.
let's just
Exactly.
make that.
All right. So it's open. It's open. Tell us different channels through which you can reach the market. When it comes to digital marketing, what are different channels, or marketing in general? What are different channels? We've spoken about affiliate marketing, social media, web marketing. We've spoken about email marketing. What are different other channels that you know through which we can reach the target audience? I think tonight, Emmanuel, should focus on two major channels. We know when it comes to marketing strategy, social media marketing is something you should not play with, because with that you have a chance of reaching a very, very huge audience. When it comes to web marketing, it's a chance for you to position yourself effectively, so that when people are looking for you, when people are looking for things around you, they easily find you. And when it comes to email marketing, it's that way of keeping the relationship, it's that way of sustaining, it's that way of getting your customers to buy again, and it's a very key part of marketing strategy. However, these are more like the basics, they are like the fundamentals. However, there are some out of the world channels that are so fun and they are so powerful. And we are going to be discussing three tonight, which is brand marketing, event marketing, and affiliate marketing. But guys, tell us, what other channels do you know? What other channels? There are so many of them out there, I tell you. But what other channels do you know that can be, or which out of all of these ones, which of these ones do you know that is which of them do you think is the most effective? I tell you, there's none that actually, to be very honest, there's no certain one that we can say is the most effective. It is dependent on the audience. The real thing is that it is dependent on the audience. It's dependent on where they are. It's dependent on where they are engaging from, and how they are engaging. That's what really matters most. However, for you so far, which of them do you think has been the most effective, or which of them do you think is going to be the most effective in your chosen business, or whichever business you like to work with? Oh my God. All right. So, Emmanuel, I'll say let's discuss about affiliate marketing, event marketing, and brand marketing. What do you have to say about that?
Okay. Affiliate
Affiliate
marketing,
marketing,
event
event
marketing,
marketing,
brand
brand
marketing.
marketing.
Yeah.
I think let's
Let's
start
start
with
with
event
event
marketing.
marketing. Very mention
What do you say?
I think let's start with
I think
event
start with event
marketing,
marketing.
Yeah.
especially that we are
We
currently
are
working on
currently
brand
working
for
on
brand.
that for brand.
I didn't get that very well.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Emmanuel.
Oh, okay. I would say we should
I would
start
say we
with
should
event
start with
marketing.
event
Let's start with
marketing.
event
Let's start with
marketing.
event marketing.
All right. So I think what I'll say is that this is a practical example of event marketing. Like what we are doing right now is event marketing, and I'll tell you why it's so effective.
Exactly.
No
Very
stress
perfect
trying to.
Very
example.
perfect example.
Exactly. There's no stress trying to force it and try to break it. Like, go, no. Like, look at how events marketing are really worked. By bringing different experts every single week, we've been able to retain your attention again and again. Get hundreds of our customers, which is you. Getting hundreds of our customers to join us on the live show and learn from us, to gain some value from us, and in turn, in the future, every profitable action we want you to take, you'll be able to take it. You get, this is the power of event marketing. Do you get? And the beautiful thing about event marketing is that it leaves a trail of impact. It gives you all kind of results. It can get you all kinds of results, from the vanity metrics to the real metrics. Event marketing gives you all kinds of results. It gives you, it just spreads the trail of impact. For instance, through this, our social media followers have grown. Our what's the name of this thing? Um, our our YouTube subscribers has grown. Our engagement, our loyalty to RUMONEY brand has improved. Do you get? That is a
Exactly.
very
That will
like
actually be very, very big point for me. Because this with event marketing, you get to get very close to your customers. They know you can announce and they will trust you more.
exactly. You win the currency of trust. You win the currency of trust. You win
Very
the
hard
currency
for
of
it
trust.
to our time now.
Exactly. And I even want to give you examples of brands that you know that this is what they have used to finish the market. Seller, seller, event
Yeah,
marketing.
exactly. Very,
Those
very
guys,
great point.
those guys are killing it. Everywhere, every time you see events, and it's making them grow. Like event marketing is only, look at what Sharon John said. She said, with event marketing, your clients have a first-hand experience of your products and services and gives you a long-term result. Like a beautiful thing about event marketing is that it also doubles with experiential marketing, which I would also like to add. Channels too. Experiential marketing is a channel. Growth marketing is even one exceptional is one exceptional part that we've never looked at, and we even, I don't think we'll have enough time to discuss it today. However, but with event marketing, your customers can get an experience of your product, they can get an experience of you, they can get an experience of the brand, and it will make them feel exceptional. For instance, now you know Sharon John will pay me in Sharon John as an example like this now, she'll pay me any money because I've already mentioned her name inside this live show like 500 times.
But
So
Sharon has
now
definitely been dropping very vital points. So going to the chat, I've been checking up her or its comments. I'm trying to distinguish this is Sharon or John.
I think we should give her an award, the greatest genius of
Yeah.
all time. Yeah, absolutely. So
I think
it's
another
just
brand, another brand that is actually killing it with event marketing. Festival does
is
a
what
lot of
what brand is that?
Utiva.
Utiva, exactly. They do a lot of events marketing, I have to agree. And you know the thing about these brands, they build the presence. This just it's so difficult for you to be in Nigeria and we'll call the name of these brands and you will not know it.
Because you most definitely at least one of their events you've attended.
Exactly. Or you've not even you've seen the flyer. You've seen the flyer, or you've had some people talking about it. That's just so insane. And this is even on a business side though. But when it now even comes to like a big very event marketing is a very, very power, and let's not even take it to very, very big brands and the way they really maximize like the way they really maximize events marketing. Take for instance now, when Coca-Cola is building, they are going to be sponsoring different events that is around making people happy. When Red Bull, there's this company called Red Bull, when they were building, they were sponsoring different events that is around energy, that is around they are an energy, that is around adventurous people doing crazy things. They were sponsoring sports events. Nike, they sponsor sports events. Do you get? Rolex, they sponsor events where rich people are going. That's the idea. Just, and the reason, the way you'll be able to maximize this is by understanding not necessarily every brand will event marketing work for. Oh, absolutely work for every brand, but the results are going to be different because you need to know what kind of events you are supposed to be holding. You are going to know what kind of events you're supposed to be relating with, so you'll be able to get the most results out of it. That is just the picture. That is just so. All of this event marketing is very very helpful. But first and foremost, you have to, first and foremost you have to know who your target audience is before you really be able to maximize event marketing. And there's still so much. Oh my god, it's just me now. Emmanuel has left. Yeah. Kizito said K2, you see, Champions League sponsor. Exactly. Why do you think people go as they spend millions of dollars to sponsor big events? You see, different the event marketing is a very, very, very powerful tool. And if you are working with any brand, I tell you, try to check out that channel. Try to check out that channel called event marketing. It is so powerful. It is so powerful, and it drives results like crazy. It drives results like crazy. And when it even comes to building a personal brand, event marketing is very, very effective. Okay, Emmanuel is back. Emmanuel, I was talking about event marketing in building personal brands. Emmanuel,
I didn't get that.
I said I was talking about the power of events marketing even in building personal brands.
Yes, that's
Another very good point.
another very good point. I know you don't
I know you know that regularly
doing. In fact, live sessions on Instagram. I think everybody knows about Instagram Live, right? This still part of event marketing for influencers, and they still keep doing it because it keeps producing the results. Many influencers on LinkedIn too. In fact, I know of a number of shows that are hosted by influencers weekly. And what's their goal? It's still a part of marketing because I can guarantee that in our every session, at least one new person is going to know about it.
Exactly.
One is
That's yeah, let me even give a practical example. When I started out on LinkedIn last year, the strategy that made me blow fast was holding a powerful event. I had 1K followers. I held events with people with 50K followers, with 100, with 60K followers. I brought all of them. Boom! That was it. Do you get it? It's just a very simple thing. It is called authority building. It is called authority building, but it's not even necessarily you doing it with authorities or anything. You can even take this part, begin to hold mini events. Just do a LinkedIn audio. If you are on Instagram, do an Instagram live. Share valuable tips. Look for a creator in your circle who you know has value. Bring that person, hold the session, and you can even make it something consistent, something you hold maybe every week, something you hold maybe every week. They'll gain value. Your trust during the moments when you are talking, some of them would see something they can do with you. They'll see how they can engage with you. Like I used to say very, very frequently, many people are not even maximizing the little they have. That is why they cannot have more. You see, God has tested you with 100 followers. That 100 followers, you've not maximized it well. So God does not think he can trust you with 1,000 followers. And that is your problem. Because if you have 100 followers, I don't see any reason why you are struggling with jobs. Because build relationship. Just imagine you had 100 friends. Like in real life, you have 100 friends. That's what having 100 followers means. So just imagine you're able to use that 100 followers well. You build trust. And another very good thing about event marketing is that if you do event marketing right, it makes your customers become your marketers. It's very, very beautiful that when they gain value from you, when they've gotten one thing or the other from you, they go ahead to go. Like this event we are doing right here, so many of you have shared it, so many of you have spoken about it to your friends, so many of you have, and so many of you will still do. You will still do it again. Why? Because of you gain value from it. So customers becomes marketer, and it reduces the bulk of your work. That is just so powerful. Because you see, above all the things, one of the things that work the most, that gets people to buy your product, is word of mouth. And we'll still get into that phase. But word of mouth works a lot, and word of mouth is what gets customers to come out to buy from you, and like it's so powerful. So event marketing is just like literally a gold mine, and every single person, when you are building a marketing strategy, is something you should consider and should tell a brand, okay, this is the goal you are going towards. Let's try events marketing as a part of your plan. But we are still going to be looking at so many things. That's just one channel, and
Okay.
it's so
I
amazing.
was trying to think here what exactly makes event marketing very effective. Because last was it last ago, some weeks ago we ran a campaign, right? As for a brand where we did event marketing, and
Hmm.
the brand was surprised when after the event they discovered that they had 100 new followers just from that particular event. That was how insane it was, right? And a lot of new people heard about the brand. It was very successful. So I'm trying to ask myself, what makes event marketing successful? And one thing that is coming to my head is this. Number one, event marketing brings you closer to the brand. I'm talking for the customer perspective now. Many times when we see brands, I see a brand that sells this. I just see them on social media. There's this very far and distant relationship, right, that I have with them. So I don't really know much about them. I just know that this is what they have to offer me. And sometimes I might just say that, okay, they want to take my money. But with event marketing, that distance closens because you come closer to the brand, you are hearing what they are saying, you're hearing experiences, you're hearing stories, people are laughing and all of those things. It just breaks down many ideologies that people have had about a particular brand in the past. When you see them in real life, how they interact and all of those things. So I think that's one thing that makes event marketing very effective. It brings you closer to your customers. And I think another very important thing is that it takes people's eyes off sales because sometimes in communication when you make a post on social media or in your marketing campaigns, most times people will just see that this person is trying to sell to me.
They want to collect my money.
But through events, there are events where, in fact, the major aim of event most times is not usually buy my product, right? When you're organizing an event as a brand, most times it's not okay how to buy our products. Sometimes it can just be how to leverage social media. It can just be a topic that affects people and people want to join in. And just by joining in, and because of the topic that we're discussing about, I feel safe that okay, these people are not trying to sell to me. I just want to learn something from this event because that's what most events are about. But then you see that when properly done, although people are not talking about sales there, you are still selling to them. You are selling yourself, you are selling your brand. So that's another thing that's another very interesting thing about event marketing. Then I think the last thing I would say is that, and I think this is a very big trick that makes event marketing like very effective, is that it is the easiest way to collaborate. Prosperity, would you agree with that? When you're looking to collaborate
True.
with other brands, when you're looking to collaborate with the big voices, the influencers, event is the best way.
Hmm.
And it literally can take the brand viral.
Hmm.
So what do you
I
have to say
agree.
about that?
I agree. I agree. It's very true. It's very true. Event marketing actually makes collaboration very easy because no matter how you see it on both sides, normally if you are trying to just say like normally if you are trying to contract an influencer, if they give you their rate card like this, you sef your your bank account will be rated because because you really see where you are if they really tell you. But when it comes to event marketing, they see it as a way of giving value. Some of them will say they see it as a way of giving back to the society, and it becomes very easy to collaborate. And it's even through event marketing you can collaborate with other brands. You can. It's really a way of building influence, building a brand of collaborating with others. So I think that's very right.
Yeah,
That's
I think
very
another way to
right.
make it even very practical is that talk about this Genius Timeout we're having as a brand at RUMONEY. We've brought many big guys. Talk about the guys we're even supposed to bring to you: Okoye Chinelo, Esther Odemwingie. We brought Billionaire Dash. Many of these great guys. Collaboration. In fact, events was what made the collaboration possible. and with
and
their presence
with
on
their
our
presence
brand
on
or
our
on our
brand or
event,
on our event,
there's a way it kind
there's
of
a way it kind of
improves our
improves
branding
our
image
branding
out there,
image
right?
out there,
And
right?
many more
And
people will
many more
join
people will join
because this person is
because this
coming,
person is
and all of
coming.
those things.
And
It's just
all
a
of those
very
things, just
collective
a very
effort
collective
that
effort
that brings a lot of
that brings a
results.
lot of results.
Exactly. Exactly.
Imagine you're bringing
Imagine you're
Okoye Chinelo
bringing
to come and be
Amokuye
an
Chinelo to
influencer
come
for
and be an
RUMONEY.
influencer for money.
Wow. I think it's very true. And you know another very powerful hey chai, another very powerful thing about event marketing is that when it comes to even collaborating, it is not even leveraging, it becomes a true collaboration, because many people many a times they think they are collaborating, but they are basically just doing leverage. In fact, many a times you cannot even collaborate when you are paying money. But just imagine somebody is coming to speak at an event, and the way they want to speak at that event, the way they are even going to talk about the event and talk about the brand to their audience, and most especially if you now give them a very great experience in the whole period of them coming, the first thing is the impression those people would have about the brand, that's the speakers, the influencers, or whoever you are collaborating with, the impression they will have about the brand, and also the impression they will have about the brand, and also the very very same way they will the brand to other people. It basically makes it very 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 powerful. So
It gives you
Emmanuel
access to
is
other people's
To other
network.
people's network.
exactly practical example was the live event we were holding, and another very social media that when you are doing a live event online, it lets all the people in both your network and the speakers network to know that you are holding an event together. So just imagine we're holding an event together on the platform, and all the person's audience were coming over to that event because they got notified. It's like a collaboration in truth and in spirit, and it gave us access. The name of the brand was seen by new people, by people that normally we even got so many funny things. We got so many influencers, so many big influencers joining that event as well, and it was just so powerful. Emmanuel, it's 8:30 already, and we have our final guest for today with us. Honestly, today has been so powerful.
Wow. It's
Wow.
been a very,
It's
very
been a very,
interesting
very
time. Like,
interesting
I
time.
would love us to
Yeah.
I would
just
love
give
us
a
to
very
just give a very
practical way,
practical
or
way,
just
or just
a blueprint
a
for really
blueprint for
organizing
really
an event.
organizing an event.
But then let's
But then
ride on maybe some
let's
other
write on
time.
maybe some other time.
Yeah, exactly. Our Okoye Chinelo couldn't join due to reasons that we can't control. And Esther Odemwingie says she's still going to be here very soon, so we are looking forward to having her. However, right now we have a very very amazing individual with us. I think this is the first person I spoke about, and it's someone I've learned from. Like I said, one of the biggest things that he ever told me, which I've held supreme and which has really set me right on my journey, is that content is king. I took a content marketing training with him, and that experience has always been exceptional and one I can't forget. So, oh my God, is coming. Okay, so basically, we are going to be discussing How affiliate marketing works with marketing strategy. So basically, we are going to be looking at how a business, or how you can leverage affiliate marketing in a business as a digital marketer. Just the same way we've been looking at how beautiful event marketing is, we are going to be looking at how beautiful affiliate marketing is. And with us this evening, we have Sir Adam Maruf, popularly known as AJ, AJ the billionaire, and he's joining us. He's joining us on stage as we'll be discussing the subject of tips foregoing Abraham as
Welcome, Mr. EJ.
of leveraging. What do you say, Emmanuel?
I'm welcoming Mr.
I'm
EJ.
welcoming Mr. Uche.
Yeah, everybody give a round of applause. You have the content king with us.
Wow,
Wow.
it's good to have you
It's
here,
good to
Mr.
have you here, Mr.
EJ.
E.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
I want to mention my audience because
Welcome.
more than to become a sorry.
Um,
Do I need more
do
to
I need
introduce
more
to
things
me?
about you?
My name is
Good
Adam
morning,
Martin,
Mr. Adamante.
popularly known as
Popular
AJ,
in
senior operator
No, Victory.
in home delivery.
On the field.
Anyway, AJ means
Hello,
at the
AJ means at the
come to at the
upset at the
I got the name
I
AJ
got the name,
then
but then
my university
my
days.
university days,
Okay, I've been Apulia,
okay, I put their role.
actually did
Actually,
university,
did
but
university,
secondary university.
but
So I can't tell you very well.
Oh, you, oh my
oh, you,
goodness.
oh
Sorry,
my
hold on a
goodness,
bit. Let
sorry,
me
hold
get
on a
my,
bit, let me get my
hold on.
hold on.
Okay, sir. All right, Emmanuel. There's something amazing happening here.
What is that?
What is that?
We have another amazing guest with us.
Okay.
Okay.
We have this mypreneur with us here.
Oh, she's here
Oh,
already.
she's
Wow,
here
that's
already. Wow.
interesting.
Yeah.
So
So
this is
Oh,
going to
this
be
is
very
going to be
dynamic.
very dynamic.
this is very amazing. This is very amazing. Okay. You hear clearly soon, Sharon. You hear clearly very soon, Sharon. So Saeed is going to be joining us very soon. He's going to be joining us very soon, and I'm definitely sure that we'll have a great experience. So I'm thinking there's a way we could hold the session together because of time in. Emmanuel.
Okay. Working on
Means
Miss Esther
What
and Mr. EJ together.
together.
what is it?
So, I said, can you hear me
I
now
said,
loud
can
and
you hear
clear?
me now loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you now, sir.
All right, great.
All
Nice,
right,
nice,
great.
nice.
Nice.
Sorry for the breakage.
Sorry for the breakage.
Okay.
Sabo,
Sorry, I'm still fixing
So I'm
this.
still fixing this.
Give me just
okay.
10 seconds.
Just 10 seconds.
All right, sir. Hey. Hello, ma. So, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My
Good
son is
evening,
coming
ma.
from
Ma?
Okay.
Okay.
So are we good now?
So are we good now?
Yes. We can see you now, sir.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I
Alright, so
was talking
I
about how I
was
got the name
talking about how
AJ,
I got the name AJ.
and
Prospect. Can you
I
mute?
want
Can you
to.
mute?
I want
Is there so much noise in the background? I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Is that? Can you mute yourself? All right, cool. But I want to be sure you can actually hear me. So you know.
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Good
I
evening,
can.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
All right, cool.
Alright,
Yeah, good
cool.
evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Great. All right, so I will just move into the because I believe there are other folks to talk, so I don't want to actually waste much time. So let me go straight into business. Now the topic is 7 business you can actually start as an affiliate marketer. Now, what you need to realize is this. This is not just about affiliate marketing, but it's mostly about affiliate marketing. If you're an affiliate marketer, congratulations, you're about to learn how to make money being an affiliate marketer, starting a business. Okay. Okay. So it's not necessary you have to do what every other person is doing, post consistently before you can actually recommend a course, a digital product, or a physical product to someone and they buy. Okay. That's the reason why a lot of affiliate marketers are actually stuck. Okay. That's the reason why a lot of affiliate marketers are stuck. So if you know the 7 things, trust me, tonight you will get your game right. You realize that you do not have to sell digital products, okay? Sell someone's course before you can actually make money as an affiliate marketer. All right, so great. Let's go into the business. Let's get into business. So the first one is this. Number one way on how you can make money online, whether you're an affiliate marketer or not, is to start a clothing blog. Yes, you don't have capital, okay, which means you don't have money. You do not have much online presence, okay? You are new to the affiliate marketing industry and you are the kind of person that is fashion driven. You love the world of fashion, okay? You love to actually look good, smell nice, right? You love when you see people look good and smell nice. You have a taste for fashion. Then don't waste your talent. Don't waste your purpose. Don't waste your calling, right? Don't waste what you have passion for. Don't neglect it, right? To struggle with other people that are trying to make money as an affiliate online, right? By selling other people's course. Please channel all your energy, right? Into starting a clothing blog. I'll explain. If only some of you knew about this and you've started building 6 months ago, you would have actually become multi-millionaire right now, and I mean it. So I actually have one of my students that I actually mentored 3 months ago. That was around, I think that was around January or so. That's probably 4 months, I don't know, but it was actually around January. She reached out. She was actually an affiliate. She has not really made. She's finding it difficult to find her way, not making. And this is the same thing I told her. I asked her, "What exactly do you have passion for? You understand? What gives you? What exactly do you love and what do you enjoy doing?" And she's like, "Oh, I love fashion, right? I love fashion. In fact, because of my love for fashion and all those stuff, I decided to actually start learning fashion design, right?" I'm like, well, that's actually cool. So why don't you integrate? Why don't you fully put out content about what you love to do most? You understand? Why don't you build a business around it? Okay, build a business around it, and with your knowledge in affiliate marketing, you can actually get to sell people's products. Now, let me explain to you. I don't want to waste much time, so I'm just going to make it practical. A very beautiful example is this. You love fashion, get videos and get content. You have to be good in content, okay? You have to be a very good content creator. So it means you have to actually get content that would actually relate to your audience. Of course, first of all, you want to actually know who your audience are, because you can't say you love fashion. Fashion is a very wide niche, okay? It's a very wide industry. So there's something that we call niche, okay? Niching down, so okay? So you niche down. So you love fashion. What exactly? Which kind of fashion? What do you want people to do? Is it fashion for kids? Okay. Is it fashion for adults? Okay. Or is it fashion for men? Is it fashion for the ladies? Is it fashion for um 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 the young ones? Okay. Is it fashion for the old ones? Do you understand? You want to know who your target audience. Okay. You want to know things like maybe their age range. Okay. Please note this down. It's very important, because when you're actually picking up a niche and then you're trying to niche down, these are things that are very, very relevant. So you want to know your target audience. And when you want to know your target audience, things you have to put in place is, number one, the demographic. Okay. We'll talk about the demographic, like, oh, where are these people? Okay. Is it something that is about, oh, people that are actually within Nigeria? When you talk about Nigeria, is it people that are in Lekki? Because of course, when you want to do fashion and then you want to actually sell to you want to sell luxury products to them, you understand? You want to hire people that actually stay in luxury places, you understand, in Nigeria. So you want to look into in Lagos. Okay, I want to hire people that is looking in Lekki, Banana Island, Aja, and all those stuff. Okay, you're not just doing like a wide distance. So these are my targets. This, like, for demographics, these are the people I'm actually targeting. Then age range. Age range. What is the age range? You understand, of the people I'm creating content for? Then you also look at interest also. Okay, what interests these people? Okay, like, These are some things, some example, okay, that you need to look into when you're actually niching down, right? When you're niching down to know the kind of content you start creating in the fashion or in the fashion industry, okay, as a content creator. So once you know this, you would know the kind of content you start creating and how it can relate to your audience. Now, get to realize that this is something you already have passion for, so you can do it seamlessly. I mean, you wouldn't find it difficult to dedicate 2 hours of your day, 3 hours of your day into just creating content every blessed day. You understand about this industry? It's not a big deal for you because right now you're looking like the long-term thing. If I do this for 1 month, I'd have gained traction, I'd have attracted the right audience. Okay, I'm not looking for much engagement. I just want myself to be visible to my target audience. Okay. Now, once you know this, and you start creating content. Now you can be like, oh, what kind of content should I start creating? Now start creating content. Now you already know your target audience. You already know who your target audience are. Now it's very easy for you to know the kind of content you can start creating. You can start creating content that would actually educate your target audience. Okay. If you're actually going for what's it called, Owambe, right? Especially in Lagos. Okay, these are a range of clothes that you can actually put on. Okay, you can actually wear this clothes that actually fits with this bag, that actually fits with this spec. Do you understand? And then you're actually giving that recommendation and then showing them the outcome. For example, you could actually see a video about a wedding video, for example, and you see how these people actually represent in OMB, and like, okay, this is an example of what you can actually go to. You can wear to OMB and all those stuff. You understand, right? And then you actually see people do it a lot already, but you are not really just paying much attention. And then you will see, maybe in their comment section, you will see they'll write bag by this, they'll write maybe shoe by this person, maybe they'll write this by this person. You understand, right? So it's actually not so complicated. People see your video about the particular end product, the particular content you're using to educate them about what they need to do, and they're like, man, I actually love this. Okay, where can I get it? Before they'll ask where can I get it, you actually listed it. You maybe in your video you tell them that, oh, if you actually need something like this, okay, click the link in the comment section to actually order for yours or something. Now this is where your knowledge as an affiliate marketer comes in, because you know when if you start creating this kind of content, people would definitely be interested, you understand, and they want to know where they can actually get access. Now you go and collaborate with those that can actually distribute. All right. And like I said, you have passion for this, so it's not so complicated. You look into the shoe aspect, you look into maybe Instagram or something. It could even be your friend that is even selling the shoe, okay, or something, or maybe the bag, okay, that fits the all the material, all the even the tailor, okay. You have all these people. You have all those people. It could even be you personally that you actually make the content of yourself. You have all these people that you can actually reference. So you have them, okay, and you actually make a deal with them. I'll be getting you this client, okay. If I'm getting you this client, what will be my commission? Do you understand? Because basically, affiliate marketing is not just selling digital products online and getting commission. Affiliate marketing is selling a product. Now, you see, I said product, not digital or physical. Selling a product, right, or recommending a product to someone, right, and getting commission. You understand? For for a sale for that particular product. Okay, so it could be anything. It could even be this earpiece right now that I'm using. Okay, I mean, if you love the earpiece, I mean, I could actually say Oraimo is actually the best earpiece product. I'm tired of using AirPod. And right now I'm promoting Oraimo anyways, somehow, okay, right? Telling you that they're actually the best product I've used. I've used a lot of what's it called, AirPod, and it could actually be the same for you. You use a lot of AirPod, maybe it always gets missing because honestly, I always either it gets missing or I match it by mistake, or so I just earpiece is just fine. I have like 5 earpieces or so. I have one again on this bed in case if this one was for. Oraimo is just the best, so I don't have issue with this. What have I just done? Let me say, unknowingly, somehow I've actually talked about Oraimo being the best, you understand? Now, what if I actually use this as a content, you understand? I could just be a content creator and talk about, oh, when it comes to, earpiece, okay, I've used AirPods, and it's actually relatable. Like, I've used AirPods, I've lost AirPods, I've done this. It could be actually digital marketers. Oh, during meetings, I've used, I've actually lost AirPod, I've done this, I've had my AirPod missing, and all those stuffs, okay? And I'm finding it difficult on what to do. Okay, maybe you don't want to get your next step, but I can actually just recommend. Okay, Oraimo is actually one of the best I've actually used. So I'm just giving an example. If I'm actually creating a content right now, you understand, and I'm trying to actually promote Oraimo. This is not Oraimo we're talking about. We're still under the clothing aspect. And I just talk about, oh, Oraimo has actually been the best. That's actually been the best for me in actually carrying out meetings. I've been able to actually use this to actually, carry out a meeting where I close this so amount. Do you get, like, it's crazy? Like, man, that's how good this thing is. Crazy, crazy. I'll try it out. Now, how can I actually get this? You understand? I'm like, okay. So, if this actually interests you, are interested in getting the Oraimo, click on the link in my, click on the link in the comment section or whatever. You understand? Or click on the link in the next slide to actually get the Oraimo, whatever, the Oraimo product, the Oraimo earpiece or something. I could tell you, okay, reply with the word Oraimo, you understand, right? To order for your own Oraimo. I could tell you, reply with the word Oraimo and use my promo code, whatever, I don't know, Adam, to get 10% discount. I mean, you see this that content creators use, and I'm going to explain that as well, Sha. And it's not complicated. Now I believe it's making sense to some of you right now, right? It's recommending, like I said, as an affiliate marketer, you recommend. Please get this right. If you don't get this right, you will have issue as an affiliate marketer. You'll be desperate. I'm telling you. See, you even find it difficult selling. See, I make crazy money sometimes online, not by selling my own product, just by recommending. You understand? Just by recommending other people's products. Oh, okay, you're having this problem. Oh, interesting. I can actually recommend my friend to you. I can recommend this product to you. But the product I'm recommending to you, I'm definitely getting percentage from it. That's affiliate marketing. It could even be physical products. I have one of this lady. We're doing video call, and I saw, this, what was it called, on her face. I'm like, damn, what happened to your face? I mean, the last time I saw you, you're looking all fresh. What happened now? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. All of a sudden, I use this particular cream. I'm like, when I was actually having something like this, I actually use this particular product. You understand? It actually helped out. I'm like, serious? What's the product about? How can I get the product? I'm like, oh, okay. Reach out to this my friend. She sells the product. Actually, she's actually into this long whatever. I use this particular, it's long reach whatever. Let me just send you a number and talk to her. And she actually purchased the product. And she reached out to me and she gave me some, like, just I didn't do it because I want to get commission anyways. But she actually reached out to me and gave me something. You understand, right? Like, oh, commission, just to probably just recharge my line or something. Do you get? It's not so complicated. Now let's go back into the aspect of the business. I believe you have an idea of what I'm saying right now. Not complicated right now. If you have passion for something, okay, an example that I actually use right now is the fashion industry, like clothing, okay, and you already know who your target audience are. I've already told you about their target audience aspect. Once you get that right, it's not complicated. It makes it easy, right? It now makes it easy for you to know the kind of content you start creating, how the content is going to be relatable to them, and make sure you always add a call to action button. Please, this is very important. You know that you are not going into this industry, you're not building this business because you want to do a charity or something. So there should always be a call to action. Now, your call to action could first of all be probably not to sell to them immediately. It could be about following you and sharing your video so that you can go viral. Because the more viral you go, the more audience you get, you understand, the more opportunity you get in actually making more money, you understand, from that particular business. Okay. So a lot of people share it, they love the video, you understand, they share it to their fellow Uambe people, okay, or all those just fat chicks that that love clubbing. Today's what? Let's see. Oh, Wednesday. All right, so we are expecting club, sweet club to actually happen on Fridays. Oh, Friday's Salah. Anyways, so of course Friday will actually be filled up. And then you put out content like, oh, this beautiful Friday, you understand? Yeah, of course, for this Salah, you understand, as a hot babe that you are, you won't want to disgrace yourself by wearing any kind of wears, you understand, any kind of dress to the club. Okay, these are like 5 clothes I highly recommend, right? That will make any man to, I don't know, I mean, that's just content. I just put it out like 5 clothes that I recommend that any man would actually see. I'm like, damn, you get, an example like that. You already know your target audience. Your target audience are actually ladies that they want to look good, you understand, the skimpy dress and all those stuff, you understand. So of course now you have to have babes that actually go to club, and actually living in a particular location. You get share disability how they try past now like this. Not so complicated. And then you actually put your call to action, right? That if they need those dress, you understand, they could actually just check the link below and then you'll see where they can actually order. Right? There are a lot of fake out there, but these people are your legit. God. You don't get, you're already giving them value ahead. So when you recommend, they will buy. Like I said, whenever you miss a sale as an affiliate marketer, just know that you did not recommend. They see that you are trying to sell to them. I wish this is actually recorded anyways. I hope it's just recorded because I really need a lot of affiliate marketers to see this. They've been doing it right. Okay. All right. So, oh my goodness. I hope you guys can hear me almost. So it will look as if I've actually been talking to myself. I hope you can hear me, please. Please, if you can hear me, just say I can hear you or something. Hey, I saw someone
I
say
saw
I can
someone
hear
say
We can hear you, sir.
you. Eh. Blast now you the human echo, sir.
where now?
Okay, cool. All right, so that's number one. Oh, Omo. Hey, there's no much time. Let me rush this thing. I hope I'm not getting. I hope I'm not getting you guys bored here because man, the number two is start an influencer marketing business. Hey, this one is already what some of your top affiliates are doing. Okay, it's already what some of your top affiliate market are doing. The first one I told you, you can build a business out of it. Like most of these big clothing brands that you see, some of them or some of the influencers, it's not like they have the product. They don't, honestly. They just affiliates for it. Now let's move to number two, which is like the influencer, start an influencer marketing business. Okay. So start an influencer marketing business now is not so complicated. It's not so complicated. It's just similar to what I've just finished explaining right now. Okay. But this time around, you are known to be an influencer in that particular industry. So let me give an example. I put out tips daily on how you can actually make bastard money online, you understand, as an affiliate marketer. And of course, my call to action can be if you want to actually improve your affiliate marketing, or if you want to actually make more sales, you understand, as an affiliate marketer, or you want to close more deals as an affiliate marketer, you want to learn how you can start an affiliate marketing business, okay, or something, okay. Reach out to me, reply with the word this in my DM, and then I'll put you through something like that. You see, some of our top affiliate marketers already do it. They sell their courses. You understand? They sell their courses. They sell their consultation services. Okay, right? That's because they've been able to prove to be an expert in that industry with the contents they put out consistently. Right? They've probably gotten results. This, I hope you realize that what we are discussing is not how you can start. We are discussing about how you can start an affiliate marketing business right now. You're starting a business from affiliate marketing knowledge you have. You have affiliate marketing knowledge, so you're starting a business from it. Okay. So the first type of the second one is the one that you use your knowledge in affiliate marketing, right? So put out content about how you can use the knowledge to help more affiliates. You understand? That way you can actually become an influencer. It's very easy for you to be an influencer if you are putting the right information, right? The right content, knowing your target audience. Maybe your target audience could be newbies, affiliate newbies, you understand, in the affiliate marketing industry. If your target audience is that, so you tailor your content to actually be specific for newbies, you understand, right? So your content is making them to actually make more sales. Definitely they'll reach out to you to actually learn how to scale up, you understand, right? Probably you're selling consultation, coaching, or you have a course. And like I said, the aspect of the need, knowing your audience, right, is very important. I could choose not to actually, do for newbie. I could choose to be an influencer, right, in the affiliate marketing industry, right, but targeting those that are already doing 6 to 7 figures and want to actually scale up to 8 figures monthly. Do you get? You understand? So you're not doing for newbies. You're doing for maybe like intermediates. Yeah, I could use intermediate. 6, 7 figures are actually intermediate. Experts probably 10 figures. Sorry, 8 figures, 9 figures, something like that. You understand? So maybe those are actually your like target audience. So it means your content will be appealing to them, and of course, you are making more money with that. You understand? You see, your target audience will determine the amount you can actually make from any business. Okay, your target audience will determine the amount you can make from any business. Okay, and also the units. Okay, so if my target audience are those that are actually like the intermediate, already making 6 to 7 figures, it's very easy for me to charge them like 200k, 500k, you understand, for consultation or even for a course, right? Because they're already making within that 6 to 7 figures, which is like within 100k to 1 million naira, or to 1 million what's it called, 100k to maybe 9 million naira. So it's easier for me to charge 500k, and probably in order for me to eat 5 million naira monthly, it's just for me to target 10 persons that are actually within the intermediate level. Do you get, right? And if it's actually for the what's it called, the beginners, maybe I'm actually selling for like 30k. It means maybe I need like to do like 100 persons, right, for me to earn 3 million naira. I'm just giving an example right now. So your target audience really matters, and then it's to determine the kind of content you put out there, right? How people get to perceive you. All right. So do a quick check. Look at it this way, from this angle. Look at the top affiliate marketers. This is what they're doing, right? An influencer. Okay, they're influencer in the affiliate marketing industry that actually have you see ZTH by Coach Kenny. Of course, it's actually a paid community. Do you get? So That is like building a business, you understand, from the affiliate marketing knowledge. Makes sense? So then the third one, this is actually beautiful because right now I am sharing things based on what is actually currently trending and based on what I've actually like from experience also. Okay, but this one is actually what is trending, which is Amazon KDP. Starting an Amazon book promotion business, right? Now I don't want to go through the Amazon KDP way. I want to go through the way of trying to like this one is something that I discovered recently, and I had a conversation with someone that is a very good content writer. She loves to write content, and then she loves to write stories and all those stuff. And we had this discussion recently. Okay, and I was like, you love to read, right? So you've actually read a lot of interesting books, and most of these books are actually books on romance and all those stuffs. Just listen very carefully if you actually love to read. If you love reading, if you enjoy it, especially all these people that actually do all this what's it called? That loves to read all this relationship. You see all those people that are disturbing you on WhatsApp, all these relationship people, right? This is actually very, very, very important. Okay, it's actually very important. Tell them, pass this to them. Relationship, they love to read about relationship, watch relationship videos, read romantic novels and all those stuff. This is how you can make money. Okay, whether you have an affiliate marketing knowledge or not, it's very easy. Whatever it is, whatever book you read, okay, whatever book you read, try to create content from it. You can create like 5 content from it. Let me give you an example. If I actually read a book about one romantic book, you understand, right? I could have literally just create content about you. So Far So Good is actually one of the best what's it called, romantic book I've actually read. There are a lot of people actually love reading romantic book. I think also with this particular application. And then you talk about some of the things you actually learned from the book, or some of the things that would make people to be like, man, I would love to actually get this book. Understand, right? Always give you like tips about any kind of book that you actually read, okay? And sometimes you recommend free ones, okay? And that way you become someone that they always come to his channel or our channel to actually get latest book on romance or relationship, okay? Or to come and get latest gist on romance or relationship, right? That way it's very easier for you to be able to actually tell them about the paid ones, right? About the paid ones they can get. The lady, whenever I was talking to her, she told me that that this year alone, she has actually bought about 5 romantic books, relationship books, though they're not expensive, like 1,000 naira, but she has actually bought like 5, and that's like 5,000 naira. And then she told me the community that she's into, they're about over like, is it 60 to 70,000 people. It's actually a Telegram group, you understand? But 60 to 70,000 people in the group, that particular group. And also, like, a lot of people really love, like, it's some of the stories like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. So if you read part 1 free, you would be eager to actually read part 2, part 3. You won't know when you actually buy from part 1 to part 2 to part 6, you understand? And that's how she was able to spend 5,000 naira for one particular story. Just one particular romantic distance, right? And then she says that she's very sure that the person that's actually putting it out, you understand? Yeah, the story is even written by in Nigerian, but most of the time you wouldn't actually know, right? And she says she's very sure that the person that's actually selling is actually getting commission of like 30% to 40% commission, you understand, for each sale. And then I'm like, now let's do the maths, right? She has spent 5,000 naira, right, from that part 1 to part 2 to part 6, okay, 5,000 naira. And 5,000 naira, if the person that actually recommend the book, which is not the owner, right, actually gets the 40%, it means the person earns 2,000 naira from her alone, right? Now let's see, out of the 60 to 7,000 people, let's say only 1% actually bought, right? What's 1% of that? That's about 600 to 700, right? Because 10% would be 6,000 to 7,000. Then 1% would be 600 to 700. Now let's say about 600 persons buy from that part 2 to part 6, okay, which is like each of them spends for 5,000 naira. Now do the math. 5,000 naira times 600 is 3 million naira. Okay. Times 700 is 3.5 million naira. Now, 3 million naira if the I don't know, let me know, let me just quickly do the maths here. Okay, so 3 million naira, and then you're getting 40% commission. Okay, because you have been able to build a community, right? Let's do that real quick. So 0.4. So it means you get 1.2 million naira commission from just that particular story alone. 1.2 million naira commission. Why? Because you've been able to build a community where you actually, you're actually something you have passion for already. So when you do it seamlessly. When you put out content out there, you do it seamlessly. You don't even find it difficult to actually put out content. You don't find it difficult to actually find the latest story, okay, right? The latest romantic book they can read, okay, or something, you understand? And when you have actually put out so much effort into building the community out of this thing, it is very easy for you to be able to get other people's story, the people that have the story, make deal with them. I have this community that I can actually push your book, okay? Or you can have someone that is very talented, right? That loves to write story. Another thing you can do is pay the person off. Oh, I want you to write this story. This is what the story is about. Now I'll pay you. You understand? You can pay the person like 500K. You have the right to sell without giving the person any commission. That's if you have the money. If you don't have the money, right? You can use your affiliate marketing knowledge. Oh, okay. So I'll promote your book. I'm going to get. You can negotiate. You can even negotiate to 50-50. I'll push this to my community, but you have to give them, like from the beginning for free for them to like entice. What do they even call the English? Let me not blow English, anyways. Is there enticer or something, anyways? For them to just, like, man, this is actually nice. I'd like to, and that's how they keep buying and all that. That's like another way. Now, it doesn't have to be about romantic or something. It could be educational for educational purpose. You understand, right? You could be someone that actually loves maths. I've seen a lot of people now, on Instagram or something that actually create content on maths. You understand? This morning I was about to learn statistics and all this thing because I have a new career I'm actually pursuing, and it requires me to learn statistics. And I just went on YouTube to actually watch the content, and from there I got to realize there's a course for it. You understand? Not just statistical learning, but it's related to what my career, what I'm about to venture. I'm not even kidding you right now. I'm planning to actually buy the course. I watched 5 videos, and it's so self-explanatory, just so interesting. I love the way the guy teach and all that. You understand? And it interests me. The cost is $30, and I'll be buying it because it's very, very important to me to buy. But what if I have not actually gone and see like a content that's relatable, and like, damn, this is cool. How and what if the person did not actually put a call to action after putting out 5 videos? What if the person did not put a call to action that, oh, okay, you can actually get this particular program? I'm very sure that the person might not even be the person that even said it. It could just be like an affiliate. I'm just giving an example right now. So it could be different industry in the educational system, okay, or in the book system or whatever, you understand. So if you love to read or something, this is actually for you, okay. All right, the fourth one, man, I need to watch this. Sorry, I know I'm actually tired, right? The fourth one is to actually start a meme marketing business. Good. Some of you are wasting meme. Some of you can post meme from now till good. Some people will post. I'm very sure. See, some people will post meme to the extent that you'll be like, this person don't get work. Do you get? And true, they don't get work. You understand? Because they use the meme. What's it called? The meme post to make money. A lot of people make money through memes. What the heck? How many of you remember? Be like, bro. Oh my goodness, meme lord. Right? How many of you remember this guy? Not remember. Really something. I can't remember. I mean, these guys just put out content. And because their content is actually relatable and they know who they're targeting, who their content is targeting, right? That's the meme aspect, right? They're able to build audience. See, all these things has to do with you building audience, right? Has to do with you building audience. If you can build audience via meme, oh God, see, you yourself, you be meme. Because when you start posting meme to some extent, like getting meme idea will just come. And seeing it, you could just be like, man, this meme go below. You can have your own channel, your meme channel, right? And if that is not so, if you're not so creative enough, you just love meme, but you're not so creative enough, okay? You're not creative enough to actually create your own meme. then you can leverage. But make sure you always give credit to whoever creates the meme. So for example, you can use Be Like Bro meme, mix it up with another Willy meme, you understand, right? Have a page, Instagram page where you just post meme. Yay! Instagram page where you just post meme. But this time around, one crazy thing is, you cannot label it because it's not your meme. Like Be Like Bro can label it like and anybody be like, okay, Be Like Bro. So it's actually recommend, like it's actually known, you understand, right? So you understand, right? But if it's your own meme, you can put your own name. You can actually have a name for it. So I think it's best advisable, right, to actually have a mixture. The mixture could be that if you're not creative enough, but if you're creative enough and you love meme, you can just get inspiration, ideas from other memes and use it to create your own meme. Have your own meme channel, have your own meme name. I'm saying this to my fellow brothers and sisters that love meme like me, but I don't post it all the time because I'm not ready to make money from that. I don't want to actually. But if this is you, my goodness, you will make bastard money from this. I am not even capping right now. Oh, someone said you can't hear me. My goodness, please, can you hear me? Please, this is very important for you not to hear me.
So we can hear you.
Okay.
So,
So I'm rounding up.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So that's the aspect of meme is not complicated. Just have your own meme, what's it called, and just get ideas and then use that to just have your Instagram, or probably just pick a particular platform you want to actually be, known for. Like they want to always come to your platform and then they can see meme. Then from there you're able to get audience. From audience you can use that, you understand, right? So actually do advertise. You can advertise for brands. You can do advertising, and at the same time you could actually promote someone's products. You understand, right? And information. All right. Another one is air products. Now this is actually for the ladies, pretty much. You understand? Even for the guys too. Air products. You don't have money as a lady. You see your friend they sell wig. You understand? And definitely you sabi wig business where you know how the wig business they be. Not complicated. Start posting content about wig. How you can maintain your wig, how you can know fake and original wig. You understand? When you put out those kind of content, always use your own what's it called, plug. Okay, that is, if it's not your own business, if it's not your own personal wig, use your plug as a shop, as where they can DM, and also you should know already. Like I said, always make sure you make agreements. So if I bring this client for you, this is the commission I'll be getting. So if that's quite understandable, have your own particular channel where you talk about wig, how to get fake, how to know fake wig, the real one, how to actually maintain your wig and all those stuffs about wig, you understand, right? And then always your call to action will always be about, if you want to get an original one or something, okay, reach out to the person. This is my shop plug, you understand, reach out to her and all those kind of stuff. And you have to make sure your link is customized. Okay, the link where they click is customized so that whenever the link take them to the person's DM, the person will know that this person is coming from me, and you also can actually track it. All right, so that's it. It's not complicated about ladies. You can actually then the last but not the least. Let me just, it's actually two more, but let me just round up because I really want to round up. Is starting a blog business. Not complicated. Also, as an affiliate marketer, you love to write, okay, or a content writer, you love to write. You understand? I don't know. It could just be writing about mindset or something. You understand, right? And then you can actually recommend other people's products. You understand, in your writing as a call to action or something. Okay, just if you love, that's for those that actually love writing. So, let me give this one last one, and then let me choose. That's like me roundabout. So I consult for a particular car business owner sometimes last year. Guess what? I got to realize that how many of you know auto check? If you know auto check, please just quickly just quickly drop that in it. I know auto check, or something like that. How many of you know auto check? Okay, so if you know auto check, you know that auto check, they don't own cars. I didn't even know. Everywhere I go, I say auto check. I thought it's brand. I thought it's their car this thing. Never knew that these guys are they just build affiliate marketing business on that car. See, affiliate marketing, you can build business from affiliate marketing from any industry. I'm telling you right now. From car, I'm shocked. So these guys, they're not the owner of the cars, and they are in about 5 countries right now. They are in almost all the relevant states in the, oh God, let me not say relevant, but like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, Kaduna. You see these guys, and I thought they are the owner. Not until I actually work with that guy. And like, no, AutoCheck is just helping. The man just AutoCheck is actually helping them they're just getting their clients online. You understand that, right? And then when they get their clients, they'll actually just, their platform will help you to get on their platform be able to actually list the information of the kind of car you want, right, and all those stuffs, right, and then they will tell you the availability now, and also based on your location, if it's in Kaduna. So they already have car brands already that they partnered with, and then if the car brand actually have it, right, if they have it, they'll tell the car brand, oh, how far we have a customer that is coming to your this thing. Or however, they already have their stand in that particular car. But so when they come, those people will think it's auto check, what's it called, car business. Not knowing that he actually has his own name. You understand? So they'll come. The clients will come to that particular environment. If it's in Kaduna, they actually have different places in Kaduna. If you tell them that, oh, I'm in Kaduna in Ngorimi, or I'm in Abuja in Wuse, they actually have different car stands. So if the one in Wuse, they'll tell the one in Wuse, okay, we have a client that's coming to check this particular. Do you have it? Yes, we have it. Okay, no problem. They'll tell the clients to actually go to the thing. The clients will go there. They'll tell the client who the person is going to, who they are going to meet. They will settle the business and everything. They'll pay to auto check. Then auto check will actually pay to the company, right? The car. And I'm like, damn, this is fucking brilliant. So they'll do all the marketing online, all the content online, you understand, to get clients, right? And it doesn't matter where the client is, they'll definitely deliver. And I'm like, this is crazy. Affiliate marketing business to the next level. So stop thinking small, okay? If you're here tonight, please realize this. If you love car business, you understand, if you love car and all that, it's something you can do. You can actually have your social media. Start posting, hey, God, I can't remember them. There's this particular car business, car this I'm following on what's it, TikTok. Damn, these guys are very good in content. You understand? I love their content, right? You can just pick up content ideas from this guy and start creating content, you understand, on cars, you understand, about, and all that. You'll be able to get traction. And from there, you can actually tell them they need to actually get this particular thing for a car, you can actually deliver. Maybe you talk about the aspect of brain box, how they can maintain brain box and all those stuff, you understand, right? And then you could tell them they also sell brain box. They can actually reach out to your plug or something. You get it. It's not complicated. All these things has to do with recommend. Remember, whatever you're doing, no matter what you're doing, right? Affiliate marketing business is more of recommending. You have to, your job is to recommend. Okay, if you're starting the business, also you are recommending. Okay, but the aspect of some aspect of the business, okay, does not actually serve you to recommend, but for you to actually serve as the owner of the business, like the auto check I talked about right now. Okay, they push it out. What exactly do you want? This is what I want. Okay, no problem. You can reach out to those people and all that. So, basically, I guess that is it. Right? Yeah, very important. Always add call to actions. Right? Always add call to actions. Now, your call to action doesn't have to necessarily be about selling them out. Please, you just don't want to always do that. You want to make your call to actions, all right, to be three things. Number one, which is most important, is the call to action should be about them following you and engaging on your post. Because following you and engaging on your post would make your post to actually go viral. Okay, when there's engagement all the time and all that, it actually has the potential of making your post to go viral. And the more viral it goes, the more people actually follow you, right? And the more people can see what you actually have to offer. The second one is the second one has to be about the one that what's it called? You tell them to actually share your content. You understand? Share your content with family and friends, people that are actually going to be useful to one another. And the third one, it has to be about the aspect of taking action on that particular product you want to sell. You understand? Well, click on the link below to get access to this. Click on the link below to get access to this. You understand? Click on the link below to actually get access to my shop blog. You understand? Stuff like that, right? So it's the first one will be about you getting them to actually engage. You understand? Engage, okay? Engage. Second one is about them sharing. So you want to mix your call to action so that it won't always bore them all the time you guys trying to sell to us. Okay? So basically, that is it. Afan, I'm in a clap for me. It's not easy. I'm already sweating. I've not eaten, and I fasted. I just already ate fruit. So not clap for me. It's not easy. Hey, nobody's clapping. Interesting. Okay. Prosperity.
So we are clapping, but it's lagging. we are clapping, though. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. It's been absolutely great. It's been absolutely great. So the clap is already coming in at last.
Let me quickly say this. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because
prosperity just said when we started out. Please.
All this thing I've explained, you realize that I've always been talking about content. All these things you're trying to achieve in building a business, especially when it comes to online. If you are not good in content, in creating content, right? You're not getting your content marketing game right. Forget about it. All this is not possible. You can have the idea, but content is like the car or the vehicle that actually pass the information you have to your target audience. Okay? Your content can actually be in video format. It can be in podcast format. It can be in live section like the one I'm actually doing right now. Okay? It can actually be in blog like the blog I'm talking about. So if you don't know how to create content, trust me, you'll find it very difficult. Okay? You'll find it very, very difficult. You find it very, okay. So you have to be very good with content. And of course, you should know now, I'm actually a content god. So if you really want to up your content game, right, you can connect with me. I think Prosperity will actually do justice with that. You can connect and go through my Twitter channel. You will actually get to learn, a bit more on content marketing. I also have free resources that actually pretty much explain content, and for those that would love to actually create a digital product like courses and all that, you want to learn how, I also have a resource for you, so you can reach out to me, connect with me, and you would actually get access to this. Although I also have paid resources also too, and they're also on discount price, standard discount price. So if you want to up your content game right, then you can reach out to me. All right, Prosperity.
Thank you so much for joining. It's been very, very exposing. And I think really reading between the lines, there's been a lot. There's been a whole lot. There's a whole lot that's been shared and been emphasized. I think majorly the side of even not forgetting to put CTAs, because many times people just run away from that major part. Like, if the live event that you attended, when they gave the YouTube video you saw, when they gave all the value, if the person didn't remember to put out that CTA of that course they had, I'm 100% sure you never have known that existed. So the place of giving CTAs, I'm not trying to forcefully sell, which is another mistake, but rather being a recommender. And when we take it from the perspective of even choosing to recommend products and recommend very great products, we just begin to see so many things that we can recommend. All that we just need to be concerned about is, what does that target audience, what do they need? Then we can see so many things we can recommend and then make a whole lot of profits from. So, like, really, thank you so much for joining inside. It's been very exposing. And we are going to love to engage further with you. Hey, my network, I think my network is breaking. Okay. Guys, can you see me? Okay. So we are going to love to engage further with you, but we are going to reach out. Everyone, I'd like you to give Sir AJ a follow. I'd like you to give him a follow, and I'm definitely sure there's a lot you learn from him. I'm going to be sharing access to his content resources, of every resources he has that you can get access to, and I advise you to reach out and learn. He's the content king. He's the content king, the content god, in fact, and learning from him is really going to revolutionize your whole content story. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. It's very, very great having you guys. Let's give you another round of applause.
You're welcome, man.
Hey, okay, yes sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yes sir. So yeah, right now we are going into another very amazing session. We have with us here. Oh my God. So we have with us here on this show, we have the Smilepreneur. It's really exciting having her here. Let me add Emmanuel upstage too. Emmanuel, are you here? Okay. So can you hear me? All right. So we have the Smilepreneur here, and we are going to be discussing something very amazing. If you are looking for someone who has really so I told you we are going to discuss events. We are going to discuss event marketing and affiliate marketing, and we just discussed. Sir AJ really did justice and broke down the whole concept of affiliate marketing. But right now we are going to be discussing event marketing, and Smilepreneur is here, which is Esther Odemwingie. Like I've really battled myself. I've had the conflict in my mind millions of times on whether I should fight for this name. I want to become the Smilepreneur too, but I'm like Smilepreneur Junior. Yeah, so she's with us here, and she's going to be taking us over the journey of what event marketing is, and how we could leverage, how we can really, the whole process of putting an event together successfully, and how we can really use it to grow the potential and all. And she's going to be sharing with us tonight, and I'm absolutely excited. Who's excited? Who's excited? To I would like you to leave a very big comment. Yeah, like as usual, I'll measure your excitement. I want you to put out your excitement here, and yeah, it's definitely going to be an absolutely great experience together. It's going to be an absolutely great experience together. So, Ma, can you hear me? Awesome. Can you hear me, Ma?
Yeah, I can prepare for good evening.
Good evening, Ma.
Yeah, good evening, Manuel.
Yes, Ma. So we are looking forward to we are very excited to have you here. First and foremost, I'd like to say a very big thank you on behalf of RUMONEY and on behalf of everybody who is a part of our community. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. We are very, very, very grateful. And we are looking forward to learning from you tonight. So you have the stage, ma.
All right. Thanks so much. Well done, Ogbe. Well done, Olawale. Well done, Sharon. Okay, I'm sorry if my voice is a bit down. I only God knows how my day went, and by this time I should be sleeping. But then I asked to show up here this evening, so you permit my low voice, okay? And I'm not here to take your time. The next couple of minutes, I should be done because I don't even know what's wrong with my power bank currently. My phone is just discharging. Um, okay, let's see what we can do in the next couple of minutes. So I was given a topic. Let me just rephrase right now. How you can leverage events, right, to build your personal brand and all of that. So I was asking prosperity the event is talking about, if it's the physical or the digital, because they are two different things. Okay, if you're talking about leveraging physical events, it's it's a whole, few days ago I posted that it's very easy to host a 10,000 participants in an online event as against 300 in an offline event, right? So there are different techniques, there are different strategies, right, and different results equally. But it told me that for this session, because we are dealing with digital marketers, right, anything that has to do with digital has to do with online. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching us this evening basically how you can leverage events for building your personal growth. Yeah, but one thing you must begin to understand is that the essence of, okay, for the sake of those that still don't know, when we say events, right, not it's not only conferences, right? Events can be as little as what is it called now, webinars, right? So the whole concept of events I'm talking about this evening is not just conferences per se. Okay, you can also be looking at it even down to your lead magnet, for example. We'll be talking all of that this evening, right? So one thing I tell people a lot, in fact, I think last week somebody reached out to me and was like, because I'm currently planning a physical conference here in Benin City, Edo State, by the grace of God, May 27th, 2023, right? We're expecting 1,000 participants. The funny thing is, it's not free, right? The program is not free. And somebody reached out to me and was like, Omo, People should come and teach us this thing now, this business. See you now. You want to gather 1,000 people, they will not pay 1,000 naira. You don't know how much is that. Right. So I did not even reply, because if I had replied, maybe it would have not been funny, right? So when it comes to you hosting events, even in the digital space, the aim is not first of all for income, right? It's not first of all for income. I think that's the first thing I'll talk about this evening. In anything you are doing in the online space, even as a digital marketer, yes, we need money, right? But you must begin to look for a way that, how does this thing really impact the people I'm hosting this thing for? Do you understand? So the first thing should not be you sitting down and start calculating how much am I going to make from this thing. Because if your focus for every event, even as a digital marketer, is just money, 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 there's a big problem. But the truth remains that passion to make impact will not pay your bills, so you still need the money. Do you understand? But the first point I'm establishing is you should begin to look for a way that somebody gets to a stage in his or her life and say, oh, it's because of this hangout that Prosperity did. That's where I am. That's why I am where I am today. Okay. So somebody is able to point back at the event, right? At the conference, at the seminar, at the webinar you did, at your lead magnets, at your courses, at your trainees, and they're able to say, if not for this that you put together, I wouldn't have been where I am today. That's the greatest joy. I know we're in the digital space to make money, even me. Do you understand? I celebrated my birthday, I think last Thursday, and I took out them. I have over 1,000 persons viewing my status every day. That's just like 10% of the total. That means I have more than 1,000 status if I'm to view, for example. Not everybody will view your status. So for me to be getting 1,000, just follow me, please. For me to be getting 1,000 every day, it definitely means I have more than 2,000, right? But others are not viewing. Same with you. You don't get to view everybody's status in 24 hours, except you don't have anything you are doing with your life, right? So I took out time. That's my birthday. I did not do anything. I did not go out. I was at home, and I was to travel to Lagos the following day, so I went to make my hair. But in the process of me making my hair, I was still with my phone here. So I intentionally went through the WhatsApp status of almost everybody. I just wanted to see the things they were saying about me intentionally, right? And as I was viewing, even some of them came into me and then was like, Ma, you viewed my status today. What happened? I never expected. I say yes, I intentionally did it. And I saw some things that at a point I was almost teary. Right? Some places were like, oh, it was one of your training I took in 2020, because my online journey actually started July 2020. And I read stuff like it's one of your trainings I took in 2020 that gave me the head start and all the blah blah. They were just saying so many amazing things. And these persons did not just write it because they want me to feel good, because most of them never expected I would view their WhatsApp status, for example. Right? So you must come to that point in your life where someone actually looks at you. When you actually come to this point in your life, you know you've made it in life, right? It's not about having $1 million in your account, for example. All those things are also necessary in as much you're in this world, right? So, but the first thing is for you to actually look, and when we're talking about the impact thing as regards your events, trainings, conference, seminars, as a digital marketer, as the case might be, is the fact that what solution you are giving to these persons. This is a cliche kind of, but it's true that money follows solution, right? Money is an exchange for solution. You give me solution, I give you money. So I'm not paying you because I like you, right? I'm paying you because you just brought solution to my problems, in quotes. Do you understand? So when it comes to, I know part of these things we'll be discussing here this evening is what are the techniques for you to your event, blah blah. Yes, but I need to establish this fact. It's very important. It's very, very important. We should stop this idea of we trying to just make all. See, frankly speaking, but if you check my group of friends, at a point that was why I never loved affiliate marketers. I'm sorry though, but at a point that was why I never loved them, because all their life were just revolving around with making the money, making the money, making the money, right? They never care about the impact game. Most of them never care about building influence. Theirs was just, let's make every week, let this thing come, every week let this thing come. This is not how you live a life, right? But we also have a couple of them who are really, really passionate about seeing persons become version of themselves. Do you understand? But the fact I'm trying to establish here this evening is that when it comes to your, what is it called now, to your events, any event that we are trying to, these days what's going on right now, especially on Facebook, except you are not active on that platform, you'd see everybody nowadays trying to do events, programs, everybody's just doing their thing, okay, which is very good, because no matter the level you are currently, you are someone's favorite influencer. So everybody can't know me. You might just be the person they need to know and learn from at that point. Do you understand? So the first fact I'm establishing this evening, the fact that your events, your program, your lead magnets, your courses, your trainees, they should be providing solutions to somebody's problem. That's when you become really useful in this economy. Have you not seen persons with, like, when it comes to money, that's not a problem. They have it in abundance, yet there's something that's still missing in them. It's not just clicking, right? Now, let's launch deep a bit here. Now, the topic Prosperity gave me was a minute. Let me not say something out of context. Let me quote him. All right. Let me quote him. 7 tips. Please, can you see hear me? Let me know in the comment section. 7 tips for leveraging events marketing. Please let me know in the comment section. Can somebody still hear me, please? So I don't end up talking to myself. Can somebody still hear me, please?
We can hear you, ma. We can hear you, ma.
Okay, thank you, Prosperity. Okay, thank you, Ogbe. That name is a Benin name. Are you in Benin City? Okay, so the topic is ways you can leverage events as a digital marketer. Okay, now, like I said initially, no matter the impact you are trying to make in this economy, you can still be broke if you don't know how to leverage that impact sphere, right, in making money. So we've seen cases where we have so many impact drivers, they have passion to make impact, but then these are persons that will still come to your DM and be asking you money for data, right? These are persons that still can't bear clothes to look good, for example, right? So these are persons that still struggle financially. Their financial life is still crawling, okay? But you see them, they're making impact, right? They're impact drivers, okay, from Kogi. Yeah, they're impact drivers doing all the many stuff and all of that, but then the financial life is not to write to me about. So you must come to a point where you're able to balance this thing. Because trust me, making impact becomes very sweet, right? When there is income. Even your event itself becomes very sweet when there's income. I'll use myself as a case study again. The conference I'm currently planning right now, the budget is 7 million naira, and I know the stress I'm actually going through. Yeah, okay, today I was at government house in Benin City, Edo State, and I was discussing with a friend. I was like, all the stress I'm passing through right now, if the money is just there, just for me to be controlling things from where I am, wherever I am, right? I'll just wire money into your account and say, please go and run it for me. Please go and run it for me. So even when you are trying to make impact, trying to provide solutions to people's problem, it becomes easy and very sweet when the income game is there, right? So that's what will lead us to our topic this evening. How you can leverage this event stuff even as a digital marketer. And like I said, events you quote should not just sound to you as conference, right? It can also come in the form of and what is it called now, your trainings, right? Your courses. Prosperity intentionally used events there instead of just saying courses, trainings, conference, and all of that. So everything put together. So that's what it tagged as events. One of the ways you can actually start out with this, because it's not easy, trust me, it's not easy. For example, this is my event coming up. If you follow me on social media, you'd notice that we started since January 1st for an event that is May 27th, right? So the first point you must begin to understand is you must master the anticipation game. Pay attention. That's the first tip. Type it in the comment section. I said you must do what? Master the anticipation game. It's very important. I'm not saying this from what I read from Google, right? I'm telling you this, right? I'm telling you this from experience. You must do what? Master the anticipation game, even as a digital marketer. Now, when I say digital marketer, I don't just want to say digital marketer, right? Let me just say, as someone who wants to be valuable online in quote, you must do what? Master the anticipation game. It's very important, because the money you are looking for from that event, or whatever your aim is by organizing such events, putting such courses or trainings together, right? It's still to the end that it gets to people. You are not doing everything you are doing and you want to package it to go and give to animals, right? You're not doing everything you are doing and you want to go and, I don't know, but then the end goal is that it gets to humans, right? And if it's something that is paid for, you get money in return. So you must take out your time, right? Settle down and master the anticipation game. What's the anticipation game I'm talking about? Sometimes I call it hype. Right? I'm a copywriter, and in copywriter, there's a technique that we say hype series, right? HYPE. It's series. Have you not attended some events? Have you not bought some courses, some trainings because of the hype? And after you bought them, you discover that they were rubbish, right? Nothing is really rubbish, just that maybe you've passed the level of that stuff, because somebody else will also get that same program and be like, oh my god, the things from here were sounding deep. I've not heard them all my life, right? So in case you get some stuff and you're not satisfied, it just means you are hired already, right? So it's not rubbish in quote, right? So you got such stuff because of the hype around it, right? Because you felt like, if I did not really attend this event, if I did not really get this thing or more, I'm missing out. So they leverage on FOMO, fear of missing out. Currently, this is my conference. Okay, so this evening, somebody reached out to me and was like, Esther, I just booked my flight ticket from Lagos to Benin for the conference. I'll be coming on the 26th. I was like, okay, makes sense, right? Last Saturday, somebody reached out and he booked an international flight, right? It's flying down to Benin just for the program, right? So, yes, God's grace, number one. Secondly, I knew what I was doing, right? That I knew what I was doing was what I call the anticipation stage. Since January 1st till now, we've not really sold out enough tickets though, but then no Nigerians with rush hour, that's one. Yeah. But then if people would really get whatsoever you're putting together to give you money, yeah, you must do what? Master the anticipation stage. Create hype around it. Don't be silent about it. Create hype around, like crazy hype around it. In as much you know that what you are putting to, please don't go and hype what you cannot do, right? It's all about your integrity here. So in as much you know what you are putting together, there's really a solution for these people. As a digital marketer, hype the hell out of it, right? Hype the hell out of it. I call it the anticipation stage. It's very important. So one of the ways you do it is you settling down, taking out your time to say, oh, before I release this event, before I release this course, before I release this program, or anything you are planning, any activity at all that wants to bring you money. So I have to sit down and tell yourself, okay, I will give it this time frame. It's going to be 21 days of anticipation, even before the release date, right? It's going to be 2 months of anticipation, even before the release date. Mine has been from January, February, March, and this is April. That's approximately almost 4 months of me not selling anything, right? Of me just trying to create app around what I intend selling in the 5th month. Is that not crazy? Right? Even at this point currently, some persons reached out to me like, how was that your program now? I'm like, I never do am. And they're like, Jesus Christ, how can you even sustain that energy for 4 months? How? Sir Adam Maruf was saying something. I listened to some of the things he said, and he was talking about content. Now, you must begin to understand that you cannot separate the anticipation stage from content. I was with the senior special advisor to the governor on communications yesterday at I think Ministry of Information here in Benin, and we got talking. It was like, Esther, that your conference. Anytime I just see anything people are doing like this online, I'm like, oh, who are those people? Right, and funny enough, these people are not in Benin City. I think there are 3. One is in Warri, one is in what is his name now? Abuja. I've forgotten where the last person is. They're not even in Benin City, right? So the next thing, or during the anticipation stage, for you to really sell out that event at the end, right? Another tip you need to leverage on, you know, okay, let me not say this, but then some of you're expecting people to really give you money for that your event, that your program as a digital marketer or something, yet you're not investing in your what is it called now? What's the word now? I don't want to use design. Um okay, let me just use designs for example. You're not investing in your ad materials. My volunteers currently that are volunteering to design for this event, at a point there was one of them, I took out my money, right? I bought a course for him on graphics. I was like, take this course. I want it to be good because I need something very, very good. Right. So when I was about to pay the course creator, person was like, which day did you enter graphics? I was like, it's not for me. I'm buying it for my volunteer. And I was like, I cannot collect money from you. Please just send me the email of the person and I will forward the link to the courses to the person. I was like, take money. He said no. My sister, I cannot collect money from you. I was like, no problem, thank you. And I told the person, get this course, settle down and learn. But I know what I want, right? Now I'm not bragging or something. You can check out Instagram much more later after this session. Go to Instagram, search for the Big Game Conference on Instagram, right? Or you can just go to my Instagram page, Smartpreneur. On my bio, you see convener at TBGC. So once you click on that TBGC, it will lead you to the page. Just spend, let's just say 2 minutes on our page. Just 2 minutes is too much. Spend 30 seconds on our page and you come and tell me the experience you had with our graphics. And if you check very well, it has been running since January 1st till now, right? So when it comes to this, is another very important tip. You must intentionally invest in your ad materials. Intentionally invest in it. Even prosperity, I'm talking to you openly right now, right? You know why I did not post that flyer you sent to me? It was not speaking well of your brand, right? I'm sorry to say. And most of you here, you do that too. You must intentionally invest in it. Now, when you are doing your events, right? You're a digital marketer and you're expecting to really sell out. See, even if it's a free event, for example, do you understand? Some of you be like, it's a free event, so because you know how to put 1 or 2 things together on Canva, you just go to your Canva, open and just put cut and knit designs together and just push it out. Nobody will answer you, except you've actually come to that point where you've built a strong audience. Now, listen to me very well. In this digital space, if you've not really built, kudos to prosperity, he has a large following on LinkedIn, right? So anything, even if he's selling tears, even if he's selling water, people will still rush him, right? So, but if you've not gotten to that stage like prosperity that has enough audience on LinkedIn or in the online space, you must intentionally start investing on these things, right? You must intentionally start investing in them. I'll be frank with you. Some of you are hosting events as digital marketers. You even put on your bio 6-figure digital. See, I'm usually pissed here. I run ads on my WhatsApp status. Your stuff on my WhatsApp status is 5,000 for 24 hours. And some person reach out to me. Before I accept money from them, I will tell them, let me see your ad material. And they will send what cut and need design. I will check their buyer. I will see 7-figure digital marketer, 7-figure copywriter, 7-figure affiliate marketer. I'm like, God. In my mind, I'll be like, are you crazy? 7-figure, that's we are talking about millions, right? 6-figure is in thousands, hundreds, thousands, right? 7-figure. How much is a design? You can even get a very good one for 5,000 naira. So why putting out this trash? Some of you think it does not matter. You don't know what you are doing to your brand. The topic this evening is tip you can leverage, right, to sell out your events as a digital marketer. You don't know what you are doing with your brand. You don't know what you are doing with your brand. I have a lot of volunteers, and at a point when their ends were not strong, I was about to release a course here. I told him to design for me, and what he brought was not speaking well. I told him, I said, okay, don't worry, we'll grow together here. But for now, I just want to pay somebody to do this for me. Because I want to use that design to make money for a course, for an event or something. I want to make money from it. So I had to go and pay design. I think 5,000 be 7,000 naira or so. And the person put it together for me. And I had to buy a course for that. My volunteer was like, you take this thing, improve yourself. Very important. Except I'm not looking to persons that are just starting out this evening. Maybe you've gone for already as a digital marketer or in the digital sphere. Please, very important. Very, very important. If you are bragging that you are a 6-figure digital marketer, then everything around you should speak of it. It should. It should. So your next event, please be intentional about it. Get people to work for you, even if you can't afford a designer at the moment, right? Get people to work for you, not work for you. I don't like seeing people work for you. People work with you, right? My designers, for example, outside cash, okay, at random, so I just send them money. They'll be like, okay, use this one to buy ice cream and all of that. Because in as much I know you're not on a payroll, for example, right? Secondly, when they have courses they are putting up, I help them push it with my small influence. Do you understand? So you can have other added benefit for these people, even if not in cash, right? It can be in kind. If this is the only thing you take away from this session this evening, it would help you. Do you understand? So your next event, your next conference, your next what is it called now? Courses, your next training, your affiliate marketing, even down to your videos and all the many stuff. Right. For this my conference, I was about how many minutes do I have more? Please, confidence. I say confidence. Prosperity, please let me know in the chat section. Not in the comments like our private chat, right? Because I think I'm still in points too, right? Please, how many minutes do I have more? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let me just go to the third point. So the third point is what okay, I think one other thing that has helped me is telling a story. Yeah, you don't have to be a good storyteller. Just look for ways your stories can be emotional, right? Okay, so currently when I go to pitch my conference, my event to people, and they're like, tell me what's your conference is about. There was one MD I went to meet last week, and I was like, what's your conference about? And I started with a story. Like I grew up from the most dreaded part of Benin City, which is Upper Sakmaba area, right? And while they have the narrative, any lady that comes out from there ends up as a prostitute. Yeah, it's a narrative. If it's anybody who are from there and as a guy, they end up as Yahoo people or the many rubbish. But then in the midst of those things, through personal development, capacity building, I was able to, when the Bible was saying, can any good thing come out from Nazareth, right? So that's me, that kind of thing. And the person like, one person is touched. Tell a story, right? Tell a story when it comes to you leveraging events. Use story to sell. Story says. This is a copywriting session right now, but there you can have fictional and non-fictional story, right? There are ways sometimes we paint a story that is not true, and you're emotional before you know you buy into the event, right? And you give us money in return. Do you understand? Prosperity, I don't have them, right? So, but look for ways to make sure your story is emotional and not just logical, right? So the next tip you should begin to leverage is okay, I stated it initially. I think Adam talked about it more in details. It's content, right? So you don't just wake up today, talk about your events, then till next week. People won't follow up because naturally there are so many contents online, and in order for people to pay attention to your events, right? There are so many events coming up, right? So in order for people to pay attention to yours as a digital marketer, you must be able to show up in their faces every day with content, right? So settle down and develop content either in form of textual, what is it called now, video and all of that, right? And make sure it's engaging. People hate boring stuff. So the next point there is always add okay, there's this thing I do. I what is it called? I educate, I entertain, then I sell, right? I call it EES. I educate. So when you follow me on Facebook, you see me, I put up content that would educate. I'm like, more value, I got value deep, those kind of comments. And the next thing you see me, sometimes I entertain, right? Because life not supposed add. Once make people happy. Yesterday on my WhatsApp status, I posted a picture of me when I was smelly. I smell a lot, right? When I posted the picture, I added a caption. I was like, this smile is for chasing fans, right? Like this smile goes out to chasing fans. Don't worry. I just wrote a caption around it. I'm sure people were connecting with it. Some guys and some chasing fans reached out to me like, thank you so much. They connected, right? So you educate, you entertain, make people happy, your content around it, add human to it and all of that, then sell. It becomes easy for people to give you their money when they know you, like you, and trust you. You know that already. One of the ways they get to like and trust you is when you always entertain them. Sorry. And when I mean I'm kind of worried so that I'll be able to do one or two things because of my time, right? And when it comes to the entertainment, I'm not saying start going to Twitter and start screenshotting all the funny memes and coming to post later your WhatsApp status and all of that. No, sometimes intelligent entertainment, right? Sometimes catch cruise, normal. Do you understand? So you must balance these things. Not all the time you are so straightforward with your content. Not all the time you are so stiff. You are just dormant. You are boring. Every time I view your WhatsApp status or your social media handles, you are just too serious with your life, right? Be serious with your life, please. But you should understand the point I'm trying to make, right? You should understand the point I'm trying to make. Um, okay. So the last thing I will say so that you can ask your questions. If you have your questions, you can be putting it in the comment section. Now, when it comes to leveraging events, there are certain things you need to know. So you not just host your events, host your conference, host your trainings, your courses, and you discover that what you would have. Okay, I have a friend currently. He did similar training, like similar conference like this in Benin, and guess what happened? He was able to gather 800 persons, like physically here in Benin City, 800 persons, and it was not free. It was a 1,000 naira ticket. Guess what happened? He did not collect their database, right? He did not collect their that form you fill at the registration stand. He did not collect their names. He did not collect their emails. He did not collect their phone numbers, right? The only thing that happened was, okay, during tickets payments and all of that, but he did not collect their database. That's one mistake. See, now he's still telling me that, Esther, it's not his fault then, because he was not really open to the digital world, so he did not really understand how you can leverage events in collecting database and you can sell to them over and over again, especially if the events, the conference training, as the case might be, was really, really valuable. So when you sell to them over and over again, because they've come to know, like, and trust you, they buy from you with ease, right? No database. So one of the things you must begin to understand is that when it comes to you doing all of these things, you want to leverage it for the income, either for now or for later. Please collect database. It's very important. You might not want to send that emails at the moment, but trust me, you will need it later. I don't joke with database. I don't, right? My conference that's coming up right now, even my volunteers, there was a form they filled before they became volunteers. In that form, collected their name, their phone number, and their email address. Very, very important, guys. Very, very important. Because you come to a point where you now have something to sell to them, it becomes easy. And there are so many other tools you can leverage for automation, right? Whereby these data you've collected, you're able to automatically put everything at once into their content into your phone, right? And save with their full names that they used in the form, not just preface and all of that. So there is so much more. This everything I just said right now, I think it's still two over 100, right? When it comes to the full package of events, trainees, and all of that. So the last thing I would say is, you know what's lead magnet already? I believe so, but in case you don't know, it's something you give out for free in exchange for database, right? Something you give out for free with the goal, if that's your goal, with the goal of upselling a paid stuff to them, right? So one of the things or one of the ways you would leverage all of these things as a digital marketer is that in as much it's free, but please make sure it's solving a particular problem. Please. I've seen cases where because it's a free stuff, right? You want to leverage a lead magnet as a digital marketer, you just put one or two things together that does not make sense, you give it out. Trust me, first impression matters. If that's the first time such persons are coming in contact with you, it becomes difficult for them to buy from you again. Because the whole essence of what we are doing outside the impact is also income. For example, this is my training. Yes, I know it's for impact, right? I know it's for impact, and even if I did not see 10 naira from it after all the many stuff, no issue, right? For impact. But just like I said, I have a database of these people, and if at a point I package something, even if it's for 1,000 naira, I send it out to my email list. I have over, I think, close to 7,000 email, or seven, I think 9,000 email list subscribers, right? I send it for 1,000 naira. I send it out to these people. Definitely not everybody will buy, but on an average 10%, right? So if 10% of that 9,000 buys, which is 900 for 1,000 naira, that's how much already, right? So this event I'm doing is for impact, but in the long run, there's nothing bad. You're also getting a stipend from your efforts. Do you understand? So I hope I've been able to patch one or two things and you actually learned one or two things from all what I've said this evening. Okay, so if you know you have areas in your life currently that you need amendment, correction with the few things I've said, please strike into action immediately, because it's not the year there's always blessed, but the doer, right? So at this junction, I think my 10 minutes they said is over. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me take one or two questions before I go. I need to go and relax. My head is banging. Let me take one or two questions before I go. Okay. Yeah, Prosperity, are you there? Oh, these people can still hear me. Oh my god. Please let me know in the comments. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ogbe. Do we have any question, please? I have 1 more minute. Do you have any question, please? I hope I'm not the only one here. Prosperity, are you there? Okay. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comments so that I just answer those two questions and go. Can you still hear me? Because I can't. Okay, Manuel. Okay. Can you hear me in the comment section, please? Let me just answer that of Sharon and John. Sugar Bally or David. Anybody hear me, please? Holy Spirit. Okay, thank you, Ogbe. So the first question there is okay, thank you. My question is, how do I build an audience that would listen to attend my events when I host it? Okay, it's easy. I personally, I did not get to the stage I am right now in a day, right? There were days where I would even see events, I would see programs and all of those stuff. I'd be like, oh, all these people aspire to inspire Kini. I was never interested. Right until my 400 level in University of Benin. Um okay, so it's not difficult, right? It's not difficult. So one thing you must begin to understand is that you position as the kind of person you want people to listen to, right? So the first thing is make sure you have a clean timeline, right? Make sure your presence. Okay, I was with a commissioner for orientation yesterday, and it was like, "What's your Facebook username?" If you follow my status, you would have seen that. I told him my Facebook username Esther Odemwingie, and he searched me out. And after a few minutes, he was smiling, nodding his head, and he was like, "Okay, I just followed you." All right. So you must begin to position yourself as the kind of person that should be listened to. People are like ants, right? When they see, just like when ants see sugar, you don't shout and say, "Ants see sugar," or before ants to start following sugar. It's natural. That's how it is with humans too. They naturally tend to listen. They naturally tend to follow, right? People whose content are worth their time. So how you build your audience is by intentionally doing what, like I said, I do the ESS formula. Consistently educate them, right? Post things that you know that are educational, that are informative, right? So when I mean entertain, like I said, make it fun, make your content fun. You might not be the type that writes a lot, so different platform for different kind of content. Some persons are not on Facebook because they don't know how to write a lot, like, right? Some persons, they are just on Twitter because they like the short tweet thing. Some persons are on Instagram, they like lifestyle marketing. They have good phones, camera, pictures, but all those things are not criteria, right? So my point is, you must look for a platform, right? Like me now, I'm everywhere, but then my major platform is Facebook, where I have 23,000 followers currently. On LinkedIn, I just have about 1,400 or something. On Instagram, I have 4,000 something. On Twitter, I have 5,000 something. But my major platform is Facebook because of the kind of audience I'm building and the kind of content I put out. So you must look for a major platform where you are dominating, where you can repurpose same content on other platform. What do I mean? If I put a long post on Facebook, for example, I can take up same post and put on LinkedIn. I can break that post into tweets as trends and put on Twitter. I can turn that post into carousels, right, for designs and put on Instagram. It's the same thing. So you just repurpose content. So um what am I trying to say in essence is that how you build an audience that listens to you is when you become a person of value to them. But the word person of value is like a cliche, so I don't use it like that. So what I say instead is make sure you give them content that educates them, right? You don't need to know too much before you start doing that. There are still some persons that will follow you even with the little knowledge you know. So always give out. And you can always give out when you always consume. Do you understand? So take out time to always consume. consume books, consume videos, consume materials, learn from people, right? And all of that. So out of your overflow, you start giving out to these people. So pay attention to that. So when you now host an event or something, especially if it's free, for example, they see it as you were or more. This person has been giving us top-notch content. I can't miss this, right? They see it as a privilege to listen to. Do you understand? Currently now, I'm not bragging. Okay, you don't have my WhatsApp contacts. On my WhatsApp contacts, I have it should people are naturally attracted to where value is. Do you understand? No matter the distance, if it's a physical event, for example. So Ogbe said, how can we create hype? Okay, that would be the last question. How can you create hype? It's easy, right? It still has to do with content, right? Hype still has to do with content. Don't just pick up one day, take up your phone, and you're just writing rubbish on your status. You intentionally plan it. You intentionally plan what you want to do that day. Intentionally plan how you want your sequence of content to be that day. Hype, for example. So what I do most times, like the person that booked his flight this evening now, I took a screenshot, I posted on my status, I was like, people are traveling down from Lagos to Benin. You that is viewing my status, that maybe you are just in data states here. What it does to you is that you'll be like, for somebody to travel from Lagos to Benin, me that is just in data state, 1 hour, 30 minutes, I have no excuse. Right. So what I intentionally did there was creating content just from something. Me that you see like this, I don't waste content. What I mean by I don't waste content, I don't waste screenshots, I don't waste things, right? I don't waste it. When I started this stuff, my target is 1,000, but at a point I had only 5 registrations. What did I do? I made a screenshot of it, I posted on my WhatsApp status. I was like, 5 persons have registered out of 1,000. To some persons it was funny, but currently now I think we're about 115 or something in the space of how many weeks, right? And by God's grace, before the end of this month, I know how many we would get. Trust Nigeria rush hours, a week to the program, I know how many we enter, right? So creating app is you actually using everything about the events to shout. App me shouting, right? You using everything about the events to shout. That's the meaning of hype. You're not keeping calm. Somebody just paid for the events. Okay, for this event, now I have 1,000 naira tickets, 4,000 or 20,000 naira ticket. For a 20,000 naira ticket, it was 20 slots because of the kind of setting I want. So I don't need crowd for that one. It was just for 20 persons. And even before our main flyer came out, sorry, even before our main flyer came out, the 20 slots were taken, 20,000 naira, they were taken, right? In fact, 3 days ago, some persons were still begging me in my DM, right? Because then we've not even released the date when people paid. So some persons were saying they would have paid them, but they did not know the date. That was why. So they don't know if it will fit into their schedule or something. As of now, some persons were still they are still saying they want to pay. What happened when I brought out the tickets for 20,000 executive, when somebody paid, I took a screenshot of myself. I was like, Omo, somebody just took a slot for executive, that kind of thing. You'll be looking at it and be like, right? So use everything. Let it look as though that's your last event here on earth. Put body, put everything. Me now, but I've never started my publicity. Let me just put it like that. Put body, everything back to back. They disturb them. Help me disturbance. You're not just posting once a day, right? You're posting morning, afternoon, evening, back to back. Somebody open Facebook, the first content they see is yours. Before they go to bed, the last one they see is yours. You're just before their faces every time. That's the meaning of hype, right? You're just before their faces every time. So you use everything within your reach to create content consistently, right? So I'll be drawing the curtain here right now. Right. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you so much. If you are in Benin
Thank you.
City or around Benin City, I would love to see you in my event, right? Here in Benin City, May 27th. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining, ma'am. It's been a very very amazing session with you. It's been very very
Yeah,
exposing. Thank you
yeah.
for
Thank
all.
you so much. Please.
We'll do our best to be excellent and we'll make better flyers going forward. Thank
Very
you so
important,
much.
please. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been very good with you, ma'am. So God bless you, ma'am. I want to know if it's open, if
Yeah.
we could share your WhatsApp contact with the student at Rumoni.
Do.
Hello, ma'am.
Mm. Anything you want to do, you can do.
All right, ma'am. All right,
All
ma'am.
right, now. I need to go
Thank you
and
very
relax
much.
now. Yeah. Yeah. Take
All
care.
right, go on.
All right,
Thank you
Emmanuel.
so
Yeah,
much.
Emmanuel. Take care. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So I don't know which is the fake Emmanuel now. Okay, I found him. Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Wow, that was a
Okay.
very nice
Yeah,
talking.
amazing session it was. It's been very
Definitely.
very very great today. So you guys, I'm actually sure you had a very great experience, and we're excited you joined us. Thank you so much for joining us. This marks the end. This marks the last part of the training. This marks the last day this training. However, we are going into the certification phase. However, we like to do a very big party this Saturday. So we are planning an amazing party together. Emmanuel, do you mind shedding some light on that? See your phone is red, Sharon. Emmanuel, are you here? Okay, I guess he got kicked out. So we are holding a party on Saturday. It's called
Wow.
the okay. Emmanuel, oh yeah
Yeah.
now.
All right. So, guys, we have something great coming up on Saturday. It's been a very amazing time with you guys on the course and the training in our community. It's been a very long ride, right? I'm sure you guys must have learned a lot because I've been transforming the life and everything. So to bring everything to a close, we'll be having a party this Saturday. Yeah, eventual party actually. All right. So I would want us to
Okay, Emmanuel, are you here? Like this your
hello.
case still need okay, are you
Can
here,
you hear
Emmanuel?
me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So it's going to be a very great time. I mean, it's just going to be a time to chill out and we'll just catch some fun. It's going to be a video conference. So every one of us will turn on our camera, interact, know what the journey has been like, what we've learned. I'm sure we must have moved from in fact, I can imagine the transformation that a lot of guys would have had. And I've actually seen testimonials of people that have gotten internships and job opportunities and all. It's just been amazing. And I think I also have something for the guys that actually stayed to the end of this session. I've seen a number of guys that were committed to the end. And I think we should
Mm.
reward them. Prosperity, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
I've
I
seen
think we should do that.
Kizito, then Sharon John,
Yeah.
all the way from the beginning till now.
And Oladeyinde.
Olade India, I can see Olade India.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Well, I think we
But I
should
want
think
to be sure
about
that these
that.
guys are in our community.
What do you say?
So if you guys, Kizito, Sharon, Olade India, in fact, anybody on the live session at this point in time, just signify if you're on the community. And if you're on the community, then send Prosperity a message or send me a message and we'll see what we can do together. Something
Absolutely.
special. Let me not
Absolutely.
reveal it here. So catch you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, so guys, do have a very 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 amazing night ahead. there's still so much more. If you are not on the certification phase, man, you are missing out. Starting from tomorrow, we are going to begin bombarding the people on the certification phase with value, and they are going to be going through a practical experience of everything we've been discussing here for the next 3 weeks. So it's something you shouldn't miss out on. However, don't miss out on the party on Saturday. I think majorly don't miss out on Saturday. The party on Saturday is going to be very, very exceptional, and we are looking forward to having you there. You did the matriculation, it's time for the convocation, and we do believe you've gotten some amazing results. And another thing is that by tomorrow, we might, I say by tomorrow, yeah. Okay, I think we might extend it to after the party on Saturday. Everybody's going to be losing access to the course, to the platform. So go there. If there's assignment you've not done, if you are not joining the certification phase, if there's assignments you've not done, milestones you've not done, go there and try to round them up as soon as possible. And I'm definitely sure you have a very great experience. So, guys, thank you so much for joining, and have a very, very great night ahead. We love you.